treatment for people who want to move their bodies and mouths at the same time. Simply invite a friend on a walk. Just one dose boosts serotonin and reminds you that light gossip is better outside. Side effects may include new inside jokes and slight perspiration. Do not attempt if you're allergic to processing emotions in public. Individual results may vary. Don't wait. Ask your doctor if walk and talk is right for you. Brought to you by Camino Health. Togethering heals.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877 Cars for Kids to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now or call 877 Cars for Kids to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
Hey everybody, it's Around the Park with Krug and Kipe, and today is Game 3 of this three-game series between the Giants and the A's. And last night, Kipe, a pretty special night where the Giants fans were privileged to either hear or see the walk-off home run from Victor Barry-Cotto. The second home run in the inning. Giants go into the bottom of the ninth down 1-0, and Rafael Devers, a long home run to center field. Then Barry-Cotto comes up and hits the walk-off. And the reason I bring this story up is because this literally is the story that every baseball player, regardless as to whether or not they make it to the big leagues or not, this is the story that they envision when they're kids in the backyard. It's the last thing you think about when your mom or your dad leans out the door and says, "Hey, dinner's ready, let's go." And then you're saying, as the player, this is the bottom of the ninth inning. Giants down by 2 runs, runner at first base, 2 outs, and here's the pitch. And, of course, you hit it out of the ballpark. And it's a fantasy that you create, but it's so common around the world with baseball players and young children. They envision to be able to do that very thing. And last night, Barry-Cotto manages to do this, which is an incredibly emotional thing for him. And he did it in the face of a tragedy in Venezuela. The emotion that this kid went through yesterday and is going through today really is an incredible story.
I didn't realize there was I think an email sent out to everybody associated with professional baseball that there are 1,500 Venezuelan-born players associated with professional baseball. 1,500.
Wow.
I mean, look, when you and I played, there was a couple. I mean, Louis Aparicio was really the first one that everybody noticed. But anyway, I don't want to get away from the whole Barry-Cotto night. You're right. It is exactly what we as kids did. As a matter of fact, I did it so much when I was a kid that I was convinced when I got to the big leagues, in your lifetime, you're only allowed to hit so many.
Yes.
When I hit all of mine before I got to the big leagues. And then I didn't have any left. Well, that's not the case for young Barry-Cotto, who he got a pitch, man, and he didn't miss it. And it was really the guy we saw in spring training who showed a lot of power. And obviously we knew all about his great arm, and he showed that off yesterday. So I have a feeling that he had a little hop in his step coming to the ballpark today, knowing that there was another lefty on the mound, and he was probably going to be in the lineup. Good for him.
Well, and he is in the lineup today. And but with all this that happened in last night, he was pacing the Giants clubhouse floor in anticipation of news regarding the earthquake in Venezuela, and he had relatives there that were affected by the earthquake, and he was deeply concerned. And I do think that in that situation last night when he went up there, he was thinking that he was representing those people that he was concerned for. And he comes up there, and you and I both believe that he went in there in that batter's box with one thing on his mind, and he was going to hit a ball at the ballpark. We watched him on the on-deck circle, and we watched him take his first swing, and he was not swinging for singles. And, boy, he got a pitch, and he did not miss it. And it turned out to be a night that none of us will forget, and certainly not one that Victor Barracoda will forget anytime soon.
And hopefully, look, you got all good news from what's happening in Venezuela, but, boy, there's still a lot of question marks as to how many people are lost. It's just tragedy, but for Barracoda, I'm looking forward to his at-bats today.
And that's Around the Park with Kruk and Kipe. Enjoy this great ball game.
Around the Park with Kruk and Kipe.
The game is as good as it's ever been, and maybe better.
It ends on a flare, and nobody cares.
Has been sponsored by Friedman's Appliance, proudly serving all of Northern California with a wide selection of luxury appliances. Visit them in Pleasant Hill to see the Friedman's difference.
That's Around the Park with Kruk and Kipe.
Enjoy the ball game.
On the Giants Radio Network.
Summer just turned up the heat. The year of millions rolls into its hottest season yet. More cash, bigger prizes, and even more chances at your share of $4 million. This is where summer wins big. $4 million in prizes all year long. And the next big moment, it could be yours. Only at Chukchansi Gold Resort and Casino, where every day could be the day.
Hey fans, Dwayne Kuiper here. Want to know the best way to fix up your home or apartment? Try painting. You can completely refresh your home's interior, especially if you use Benjamin Moore Premium Paint. Benjamin Moore paints go on smoothly without drips, runs, or spatters. They cover in fewer coats and always look great. Benjamin Moore offers more than 3,500 brilliant colors, so you know you can find your favorite. It's the perfect home fixer-upper. Get started now with great interior paint only at your locally owned Benjamin Moore store.
Hello, Bay Area.
One ball, one strike to Ted Williams. And there's a long drive to deep right center. It could be. It could be. It is. Ted Williams has homered in his last time at bat. Williams, rounding the bases, is not tipping his cap. The crowd yelling, still waiting for him. He does not tip his cap.
They're loaded now for Langoliers.
2 grand slams in his career. Crack to deep center field. Varsho going back as far as he can go. And Langoliers has a grand slam. Shea's 3rd home run of the series is a grand slam. And they have blown this game wide open.
And in grand fashion.
Shea Langoliers can do no wrong right now. Here comes Hernandez. Into a slide, he made the catch. That'll bring him to their feet. Sliding stop by Sanoha. He plucks it. A heck of a play from Javi. Merrill sprinting back, jumps and makes a catch. Just another huge play. Mason making it look easy. Showing off the range. Mr. Cali Cool getting it done. Ward is back and he makes a running catch. Coming on, Don. He dives. Did he catch it? Unbelievable defense there by Rafaela.
What a 4-6-3. Nunez to Abrams to Garcia.
And that Dodger defense doing it again. O'Neal lays out and makes a phenomenal catch. And they got him by the tongue. Say done. Say you're gone.
Nicely done by Junior Caminero down there at third base.
Over to second for one. Oh, a beautiful throw from Meyer. In time double play. Merrill comes in and catches. That was a tough play.
The hardest play a center fielder has to make.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Now, representing the organization, Jim Leland and A.J. Hinch are presenting Miggy with a customized set of cleats made by renowned artist Marco Terzo, made from several significant baseballs from Miguel's career. The cleats are presented on a base representing the time he spent at both third and first base in his career.
brief thought of what was going on because it is so intense. So for him to do that is really tough to put into words. Even more important is how tough everything's going on over there. So maybe just that moment boosted not only his spirits, but some other people. But I know those three guys we have are all waiting to hear word on other people. Obviously, he had a tragic loss, but they're also still waiting to hear on other people that they know that they've played ball with or are friends with. So tough to comprehend all that, and your heart can go out to them, but I don't think you can really get a full feel of the scope of what's going on there.
Yeah, and it doesn't diminish what he accomplished and the joy of the moment for him and for your team. I mean, it was a great win and something you and I talked about yesterday, like the style of the game. And Mally set the tone for the game. It was maybe the best he's looked all year. The keys you gave me yesterday, he followed through almost to a T.
Yeah, you were a prophet, though. I mean, and I used it in the post game. There is a beautiful flow and dance to this game. And I always hated when people, would say, well, the pitchers let us down because we lost 9-7, or you lose 3-2 and it's the hitters let us down. It's a team game. And in a game like that, backing up a position like Victor did, base running, fouling off some pitches, a 10-pitch out that Rafi made, everything stacks up and it contributes to either a win or a loss. Unfortunately for us, I think the home fan base included, every little ounce helped us, and ultimately Victor had the big swing.
Yeah, I mean, you make a good point about getting Jump out of the game because he was impressive, but you got him out there early, got into their bullpen. That paid dividends. I'll bring up another play. Jung-Hoo Lee actually made two great catches in the outfield. The one, though, in the top of the ninth inning to keep it a one-run deficit, set the stage for the whole bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, again, I think there's a rhythm to that, and we feed off it a little bit. I came out of the dugout. I thought Miller did a really good job getting us out of that situation. To be honest with you, the first, Miller-esque outing he'd had in a minute. So as the players were coming in, Chappie said something about how incredible the catch was. And then I asked Willie, I go, did you think he caught that? And he said, of course I did. And, maybe I shouldn't be surprised what the son of the wind can do out there. But that was a massive moment in the game.
I like it when you come out of the dugout.
Well, in college, at Tennessee, we didn't have a dugout. Our dugout was flat ground. You were on the field. And so that got me in trouble sometimes with the umpires. But it got me in a lot of really fun spots with the players celebrating moments and things like that. But it was a true team victory and a bunch of exciting moments that everybody was into the game in the dugout. We all, kind of got excited together. And then a lot of key things, too, came from the coaching staff, the assistant coaches in particular, on just little decisions and little moments that probably get overlooked by the two big swings and Mally's outing. But again, everything went into that, and here's to carrying that momentum into today.
Indeed. All right, we'll have one more minute with Tony Vitello right after this.
Hey, everybody, Brian Murphy here for Amici's, East Coast Pizzeria. And when you order for delivery, wouldn't you rather have the food delivered faster, for less money, and direct from the people who actually made it? Yeah, Amici's has been making and delivering your favorite East Coast-style pizzas, pastas, and flame-roasted wings for 38 years. Order at Amici's.com and get your order in less time and for less money than using the mega delivery guys. When you want the best pizza in town faster and at the best price, order direct, and Amici's delivers.
Have you seen this week's member prices at Rayleigh's in Nob Hill? Something Extra members can take home 3 1-pound value packs of Harris Ranch 85% lean ground beef for $5.97 a pound. They're perfect for weeknight burgers, weekend grilling, or meal prep. And members can take home 1-pound packs of fresh strawberries or 6-ounce blueberries at 2 packs for just $5. Just remember to enter your Something Extra number at checkout to save. Savings made simple. Only at Rayleigh's in Nob Hill.
Baseball season is here, and now you can trade the game in California states on Kalshi, an official partner of the KNBR Black and Orange broadcast. On Kalshi, you can trade on outcomes across the season, from who will win it all to how teams and how players perform. Because Kalshi is an exchange, you're trading against other people, not a house. As the odds move, you can buy in or out of your position anytime.
Pete Crow Armstrong is a walking highlight reel in the outfield, but on Monday night, he put together an offensive tape for the ages with his first career cycle. The Cubs star has been on a tear in June, posting an OPS north of 1,000 since the month kicked off. Things are going so well for the 24-year-old right now that even the toughest parts of the cycle were no challenge.
A bleacher souvenir for PCA.
PCA opened the game with a 434-foot leadoff blast to right center and followed that up with a triple in the third.
Home run, first at-bat, triple, second at-bat.
After a fifth-inning double, he made history in the seventh, recording the 13th cycle in Cubs history and becoming the first Cub to do it in reverse order.
To right, he did it! And the fans are loving them some Pete Crow Armstrong here.
PCA's perfect day helped the Cubs mount a late comeback and cap off a historic night.
Cubs win! Sing it!
How can you go from a South Carolina trailblazer through a tour of the Far East to a Venezuelan's bid for perfection in the Motor City? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Following in the footsteps of those legends named Robinson meant that Dobie didn't always get the attention or the credit that he deserved.
Baseball can be a little bit different, and things aren't always perfect, right?
Biz, born James Raleigh Mackey, was a member of the 1923 Hilldale Club that won the first ever Eastern Colored League championship.
This was reality for these players and speaks of the segregation, a very somber time.
In 1927, Biz Mackey took part in a 48-game tour of Japan. The 1927 tour was initiated by Japanese-American baseball pioneer Kenichi Zenemura. Years later, during World War II, Zenemura was forced to sell all his belongings and relocate to the Gila River incarceration camp.
They're being denied their freedom, but baseball provides hope, and it gives them an expression of what it is to be an American.
You realize the gravity of the situation, and baseball is that which transcends all of it.
So in 2006, the Tucson Sidewinders, a AAA team for the Arizona Diamondbacks, commemorated that high school game that had been played at Zenemura Field. And then later that season, the Sidewinders win the championship of the league by beating the Toledo Mud Hens. And on that team was Ryan Rayburn.
He watched his Detroit teammate, Armando Galarraga, toss his famous imperfect game.
Another reminder that baseball will always bring people together.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Oh, your mobile bill, not me, Bill.
Xfinity Mobile also says we can try it free for a year. Free.
Yes, with no commitment. Can we put the saw away?
I am reluctant. But we will find another being to bisect.
That's not sci-fi. It's Xfinity Mobile. Xfinity Internet members cut your mobile bill in half. Plus, try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. No commitment. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings compares one line of Xfinity Mobile Select to comparable plans from T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T as of 3/24/26. Taxes, fees, extra. $30 monthly discount limited to new mobile customers only. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Recovery starts with the right support. Whether you want to play harder or just play again, move more or move better, reach farther, on or off the court. Stanford Medicine Orthopedics offers comprehensive care for even the most complex cases, with top specialists using the latest technology and minimally invasive techniques to make sure you recover faster. Because our one goal is help.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to beat a judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
No, is it straight protein?
Yeah.
Why is that person holding a Keith Hernandez card in their hand during the game? Are they waiting for you?
I never cared for that particular pose right there, to be honest with you. I mean, where do you sign on that card?
Right on your best feature. Keith on one side and Hernandez on the other.
I can only sign it on the Bohunkas, though.
Oh, that's a lovely signature.
Right across the boat. Look at that. It's like a tattoo.
just missed this one, hitting it a ton. Will it stay in the park against the wall? It is off the glove, and it's gone. It's gone. Unbelievable. It was in the ballpark, but it bounced off Nady's glove over the fence for a homer, and Dunn says, I'll take it.
Garcia hitting 8th in the lineup for just the 3rd time this season.
Yes. Walk-off home run. He's in the lineup today. The Giants see another left-handed starter. It's Jeffrey Springs on the mound for the A's up against the Giants right-hander Landon Root. When we come back, we will have the full starting lineups. Also give you the national anthem. And then first pitch. It's the Giants and the A's. We've got baseball for you coming up next.
Remember enjoying those iconic red, white, and blue freezer pops in the summer? Now imagine that flavor reinvented as an energy shot. Introducing the Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shot. A flavor explosion of sweet cherry, zesty lime, and electric blue raspberry that all come blasting together for a seriously refreshing shot. Ignite your taste buds with the flavor of the summer. Get a Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shot today. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
For more than 40 years, Habas Law has focused on one thing, fighting relentlessly for injured Californians. Because behind every catastrophic injury case is a human life forever changed. It's why Habas fights with preparation, intensity, and relentless commitment. No fluff, no distractions, just real advocacy for injured Californians. Habas Law, relentless for justice. Visit HabasLaw.com. Omar Habas is a California licensed attorney, offices in Northern California, including San Jose. Past results do not guarantee future outcomes.
The future is not built on yesterday's tech. It's built with AirWallex, the AI native financial platform that sets the standard for what's next. That's why your San Francisco Giants.
There goes Gibson. Bouncing ball, hit and run. It bounces off his helmet. Gibson coming to third, and they have him in a rundown. The ball hit Gibson's helmet.
And the fact that Kirk Gibson doesn't have a lot of hair probably aided the Cubs. A little more hair, the helmet stays on, the ball goes into the outfield. One of the strangest plays you'll ever see in the game.
Just when we think we've seen it all, baseball gives us something new to talk about.
Splits two defenders and makes a great grab.
The kick is good, right through the flying uprights.
Whoa, went down inside his chest protector.
That's not a catch? Make way for Batman.
People would love this if we did Lady in the Tramp.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove.
He flips the entire glove to first base. Fast and furious and dead on.
Now let's dive into this week's top plays.
Is pulled and a leaping grab by Shoebake.
Carson Bench with a pulchritudinous play. Moving fast toward big league stardom.
Randy Rosarena! Superman catch! What a leaping grab by Quan.
And those 39-year-old legs are still cooking.
Oh, are you kidding me, Petey? Help it! Oh, hey now, hey now. What a play by Ryan McMahon.
How about that?
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dog.
Of course, and they played well against the A's. Took 2 out of 3 in Sacramento. Won the first 2 games of this series here this week. Starting lineup sponsored by the Dolan Law Firm. They live here, they work here, they win here. DolanLawFirm.com. We'll start with the A's, who are 38-42. A's are the second-place team in the American League West, tied with 3 others. It's a very tightly bunched division. So even though they're 4 games under 500, they're only 2.5 games behind the first-place Mariners. So the A's are in the middle of things at 38-42. Henry Bolte, the center fielder, will hit leadoff once again. Nick Kurtz at first base batting second. The designated hitter is Shea Langoliers. He hits third. Tyler Soderstrom in left field. He bats cleanup. Jonah Heim, switch hitting catcher, hitting fifth. Lawrence Butler will be in right field again, hitting sixth. Max Muncy, third baseman and seventh place hitter. Jeff McNeil at second base. He bats eighth. And Aliko Williams, who just got called up today on the roster, he's at shortstop, and he will bat ninth. The pitcher for the A's is the left-hander Jeffrey Springs. Got off to a good start this year, and he has not been pitching very well lately. Been giving up a lot of home runs. Springs is 3-7 with a 5.55 earned run average. Meanwhile, for the Giants, 33-46. The Giants are still in fourth place in the National League West, but a couple wins in a row here against the A's. Giants have Matt Chapman once again in the leadoff spot, playing third base. Bryce Eldridge is at first base, hitting second. Casey Schmidt, the second baseman, he bats third. Rafael Devers, the designated hitter, and the cleanup batter Willie Adames at shortstop, hits fifth. Jung-Hoo Lee, right fielder and sixth place hitter. Victor Barracoda, the man of the night last night. What an incredible game it was for him, especially considering the circumstances. Barracoda in left field, he bats seventh. Daniel Susak doing the catching, hitting eighth. And Jonah Cox, once again, is in center field with the left-hander on the mound. He bats ninth. The pitcher is Landon Roop. Roop, who is coming off a better start. It's been tough times for Roop, but he did pitch well in Miami. Giants didn't win that game. The Giants haven't won any of his last 9 starts. Now, that's not all on him, but that is a long stretch without a win, not only for Roop, but for the Giants as a team. He's got a 4.15 ERA and 15 overall starts on the season. Umpires for this game, Paul Clemens is behind home plate. The crew chief, Adrian Johnson, is at first. Quinn Wolcott at second, and Ramon DeJesus is the umpire along the third base line. A message sponsored by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Justice takes more than a fighter. You need a champion. Visit walkuplaw.com. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants. Well, right as we're about to get started, the marine layer, the overcast, is starting to burn off. We can see blue skies out over the middle of San Francisco Bay. We still have some patchy overcast here over the ballpark, but I think just momentarily that's going to go away, and we're going to have a bright, sunny day. So here we go from San Francisco, the last game of this 3-game series. The Atlanta Braves are here in town today with the day off. They'll be in for a game tomorrow night to start the weekend, Giants and the Braves. But for now, Giants A's, Landon Roop on the mound from the windup. And Henry Bolte, the right-handed hitter, takes the first pitch and takes a swing at it and hits a comebacker right to Roop, who fields and throws to first. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the game. We start right on time at 12:45. It is 64 degrees. Just feels about ideal. Perfect weather for a game. And now Kurtz will come up. Susak, something happened to Daniel Susak. And the trainer's coming out. He's bent over. I don't know if his back tightened up on him or what, but Susak he's in some pain. This would not be great. Susak's going to get down to the crouch and try to get stretched out. He's hurting. Tony Vitello out there as well. Time and temp sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi, trade on anything, even the game. So we gave you that time and temperature. We did not anticipate this, where the Giants catcher, it looked like, I mean, he started to run toward first like he was going to back up the play, and he kind of locked up. He held his right hip and his lower back. Eric Haas, I mean, it's when you're a backup catcher, you kind of always have to be ready because it's just a position where so much can happen. But I guarantee you Eric's mind wasn't in the place where he might be coming into the game after one pitch. So Susak's going to stay in for now. We'll see. First pitch to Kurtz is up and away, ball one. The sinker from Roop. 1-0 pitch. Kurtz takes low. 2-0. That was a changeup off the plate outside. Well, Kurtz is just having a monster year, but the Giants this week have pitched him very tough. It's been one of the keys to the series. Roop misses low. 3-0. Well, he's not going to help you out. He chased a couple against Robbie Ray. Some really well-thrown sliders that dove down out of the strike zone. But otherwise, you have to throw strikes to this guy. 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. It's 3-1. And if you throw a strike that is one that he's anticipating, it's going to be hit hard somewhere. Just getting started. 3-1 pitch. Kurtz swings and misses. Well, that was a good curveball. Strike two from 3-0 to 3-2. Kurtz hitting .282, 19 home runs, 61 batted in. More walks, higher walk rate than anybody. 3-2 pitch from Roop is fouled to the left. Threw a sinker up. Count remains full, 3-2. So after a one pitch out to start the game, Kurtz, this will be the seventh pitch to Kurtz, and he fouls another one. Kurtz's helmet flies off. He's got the Drew Gilbert thing going, where the helmet's just coming off. He's got the Drew Gilbert thing going, where the helmet's just coming off. It looks to me like he just doesn't want a real tight-fitting helmet. His helmet's coming off like every other swing, and it has all week. Inside corner. Beautiful front hip sinker. Looks like it's going to be off the plate inside, and it snaps back to the corner. And Kurtz had given up on it, and it just whistled its way right back to the corner for strike three. Beautiful pitch. 2 down, and a good job after falling behind 3-0. So here's Langoliers. Langoliers, the DH today, but still in the lineup. First pitch from Roop goes to the backstop, way outside. Cutter for ball one. 2 down, nobody on. 2 down, nobody on. A scoreless top of the first inning. Giants and the A's. Giants defensively will set the Giants defense for you after this 1-0 pitch. That one way outside again. 2-0. Goes to the backstop for a second straight pitch. Center, Jung-Hoo Lee in right. Chapman, Adames, Schmidt, Eldridge around the infield with Susak catching. Here's a high foul down the right field line. Lee coming over and just over the net beyond his reach. Jung-Hoo Lee had a tremendous defensive game last night. Went 107 feet to catch the fly ball in the ninth inning that helped the Giants keep it a 1-0 deficit and allowed them to come from behind in the bottom of the ninth. 2-1 curveball in for strike two. Two and two the count. Langoliers used his timeout. 2 down, nobody on. Roop from the windup. Here's his pitch. Langoliers hits a pop-up. into shallow right field. Schmidt going out, Lee coming in, and Lee will make the call and the catch. Number 3, good start for Roop. The Giants starting pitching has been a lot better here lately. That's a good beginning to this game. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It'll be Chapman, Eldridge, and Schmidt coming up. No score on the Liberty Group. Protect your assets. Giants.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998. Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
Well, he is. He's out. Yes, sir. He is out. Look at this.
Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Honest work and stories that get better every time they're told. Some chase followers. We chase capital, waves, purpose, and good trouble. Trend-proof, time-tested, ice cold. Because beer never goes out of style. And the people who drink it don't either. Long live cold beer. Long live 805.
When life throws you curves, we hit grand slams. At Ayala Morgan & Bizard, we've recovered millions for injury victims. From fender benders to major accidents, we swing big. Call 866-465-2999 or visit amb.law.
Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
No score, bottom of the first, and Matt Chapman leading off for the Giants against the left-hander Jeffrey Springs. His first pitch of the game is a fastball outside, ball one. Leadoff hitter, sponsored by Ayala, Morgan, and Bizard. When you've been injured in an auto accident, you don't just need an attorney, you need a heavy hitter. Contact Ayala, Morgan, and Bizard. 1-0 pitch is fouled, straight back out of play. 1-1 the count. We're coming to you live from the Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino broadcast booth on this Thursday afternoon. Day baseball in San Francisco, not much better. The 1-1 is low with a changeup. Good take by Chapman, 2-1. Chapman has had a quiet stretch here. He had the RBI hit the first at bat of this series. Had a road trip where he didn't have a single hit. He had been red hot before that. 2-1 pitch. That's low again. Another changeup, 3-1. So Chapman has really been a roller coaster ride for him. Good start to the year, a real slump in May, then red hot for 2-3 weeks. 3-1 pitch is fouled back. Well, that was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball in a 3-1 count, and it was right down the middle. That's one where you really, really expect Chapman to just crush that thing, but it's part of when you get a little out of whack. The timing's just a little bit off. 3-2 pitch is fouled again. That was another one right down the middle at 92. Wow. Now, those are pitches that Springs is getting away with those. Those should be headed a long way the other direction. 3-2 pitch is pulled into left field, base hit. A changeup, it was up. Chapman turning first, and he's going to stop there as the A's left fielder Soderstrom gets to the ball quickly and throws it back in towards second, but it's a leadoff single for Chapman. A good job by Matt there to not give in. I know he was frustrated. You could tell from the body language he missed those two fastballs, and he was frustrated by that, but it's the changeup for the first hit and first base runner. A's have Soderstrom in left, Bolte in center, and Butler in right. On the infield, Muncy, Williams, McNeil, and Kurtz. First pitch to Eldridge misses outside. Ball one. It's Hine doing the catching for Springs. So Chapman aboard. Chapman has not been doing much base. In fact, he doesn't have a steal all year. Here's a Ooh, strike on the outside corner. Just clipped the edge of the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Eldridge. Eldridge has cooled off over the last 6 or 7 games. He was as hot as anybody. Pulls this one on the ground towards second. Over to field it is McNeil. Goes to second one, and that's all they'll get. Well, he hit that reasonably hard, but McNeil was kind of shading him to the pull side, so he covered up that hole. Chapman forced out at second. Eldridge safe at first on the fielder's choice. And here's Casey Schmidt. Schmidt, this is a good matchup for Casey. Schmidt's been killing left-handed pitching. .295 average, 16 home runs, 42 batted in overall numbers for Schmidt. The pitch. He takes a, very wide strike. Changeup that was not a strike and really not that close, and he didn't challenge. That was 2 full baseballs off the outside corner. 0-1 the count. The pitch. He fouls this one off to the right. That was a high cutter. Schmidt against left-handed pitching this year is hitting .363. His OPS is over 900. Of course, his OPS is 845 overall. So it's not like he's only hit lefties, but especially for batting average, .363. Hasn't hit for quite as much power. Now he fouls this one back out of play, a high fastball. Still 0-2. Devers on deck. Who's on deck? Sponsored by TimberTech. TimberTech decking and railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Now a changeup, and that one's fouled back. And that was another one off the outside by a lot. That was like a foot outside. Schmidt was able to fight it off. So he's kind of in swing mode right now. It's been 0-2 for a few pitches. The pitch. He hits this one to center field. Bolte just kind of standing there. Now drifts over a couple steps to his left. Underneath it, makes the catch. 2 down. So not this time for Schmidt. Eldridge goes back to first. 2 outs with Devers coming up. We'll pause for station identification. This is the Liberty Group Protect Your Assets Giants Radio Network.
This is the flagship of Giants baseball. Double play! KNBR and KNBR-FS San Francisco, the sports leader.
Devers stands in. Eldridge at first. 2 down. No score. Bottom 1. The pitch. Devers just a wild swing and miss on a first pitch slider. He just went up there and looked like he had decided he was going to swing. Devers had the second biggest swing of the game last night. He tied it in the 9th inning with a home run. Now this one is high. 1-1. A sweeper from Springs. Now got the 9th inning started for the Giants. Lit the ballpark up. Tied the game. And then, of course, Barracoto won it. Devers lines this one to left. Soderstrom will make the catch. Angling back into his right. That was a good swing and a hard contact off his back.
How does one of baseball's most celebrated plays connect to one of baseball's most notorious curses? Through a cross-country move, an earthquake, and the Men of Steel? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
But let me touch it for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals, and they'd be too expensive again to maintain. It would put them into financial ruin.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these stuff.
So these are Ty Cobb's
And these
cleats.
are Ty Cobb's.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes it special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going.
You know what they say, one great play deserves another.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
To the dream car you've been searching for, or the foul ball you heroically gave away. It's all there on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
Listen to Giants baseball on your smart speaker. Just say play KNBR.
Inning number 2, 0-0. Tyler Soderstrom and the A's coming up against Landon Roop, who winds and throws. Soderstrom takes a curveball in for strike 1. This is the Taco Bell second inning. Stop by your local Taco Bell. Try their new Cantina Chicken menu. And remember to live Moss. 0-1 pitch. A broken bat. Foul. Man, the barrel of the bat went flying over Roop's head. And it was like half of the barrel with a sharp, jagged edge. Willie Adames picks it up and pretends to start a sword fight with the bat boy who came out to pick it up. The barrel went whistling right over Roop's head and landed in the grass in front of second base. Adames got a good laugh. He's got a future as a sort of a physical comedian. 0-2 pitch. Soderstrom with a Giants have a fireworks show coming up on Friday, July 10th, right before the All-Star break. 1-2 pitch. Curve low, celebrating and highlighting Black Heritage Night. Enjoy community performances and a post-game Afrofuturism themed fireworks show. That's a good tease. 2-2 pitch. Change up outside. So from 0-2 to 3-2. That's the Giants and the Rockies. sfgiants.com/Black Heritage. I think Landon Roop still has more full counts than any pitcher in baseball. He's got another one here. 3-2. Hit foul. He's had 2 already in the first 4 hitters of this game. And for Roop, it's almost like if he gets ahead of the count, it's going to go full. If he falls behind, it's going to go full. It's really limited how deep he's been able to go into games. He has not been efficient enough. He was a little more efficient last time out. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. Got that one right in on the hand. Soderstrom doesn't hustle at all, not even a little bit, as Schmidt fields it and throws him out. Soderstrom was unhappy about that. 1 out, and the catcher Jonah Heim comes up. The pitch. Pulled on the ground, foul by first. Eldridge ranging over to his left. Could not quite get there, but it had kicked foul. 0-1 to Heim. Heim, 243 average, 6 home runs. Heim has spent time this year with the A's, with Atlanta. It's funny, on the stat sheet, 0-1 pitch. High. 1-1. A switch hitter gets 3 lines on a standardized MLB stat sheet that we get printed out for us before every game. 1-1 pitch, curved low. And look, we could look it up online, but it's nice to have just the one sheet where you look at everybody's numbers. But a switch hitter, it's 1 line your left-handed numbers, 1 line your right-handed numbers, and then 1 line your total numbers. Heim takes this one a little bit low, 3-1. And because he's played with 2 teams, he's got all 3 lines with the A's, all 3 lines with Atlanta, and then 3 lines of his season totals combined. Here's a pitch low. That's a walk. So Roop issues his first walk. It's a 1-out base runner, and Butler comes up. Jonah Heim, he's hogging the stat. He's got 9 lines on the stat sheet. First pitch to Butler in there for strike 1, and Butler's going to challenge.
The batter is challenging the pitch.
Our home plate umpire today, Paul Clemens, a little more comfortable with the microphone. That pitch is a strike.
Call is confirmed. Athletics have 1 remaining.
Just clipped the top of the strike zone, but the A's lose a challenge. 0-1 to Butler. Runner at first, 1 out. The pitch is top foul. Chapman was playing in, but way off the line at third. Now he can move back in an 0-2 count. He figures Butler's not going to try to bunt now, but he's still way off the line. Adames shaded up the middle. So everybody on the infield really playing Butler to pull. 0-2. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Went up again with the four-seamer. And Root gets his second strikeout of the game. 2 down. The batter will be Max Muncy, not that Max Muncy. It's kind of my name for him. It's weird because we have so much history with the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Now this guy comes along and hits a home run in the 9th inning of last night's game. 8th inning. Here's a swing and a foul. Off to the right. 0-1. That put the A's ahead 1-0. Set the stage for the drama in the bottom of the 9th. Oh, 1 pitch. Muncy swings and misses at the curve. 0-2. Saturday, you get the Rafi Devers bobblehead giveaway. A couple days from now. First 20,000 fans on Saturday get the Devers bobblehead presented by Chevron. Giants take on the Braves. That's a 6:05 start time. sfgiants.com/fiesta. The pitch. Muncy hits pop-up. Behind first, Eldridge and Schmidt coming together, and Schmidt calls off Eldridge and makes the catch. Out number 3. I think DC gave the thumbs up on the bobblehead. He thought this was.
Left center Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it. Looked like it was going to be a really good play for Jerkson Profar.
He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and Tito Francona have been priceless.
Come on, man. Got it there.
Yes, indeed.
And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Hoo Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Tomorrow afternoon for a $1 small cold brew. Just say Orange Friday at checkout. Limit 1 small cold brew per customer. At participating Pete's locations all season long on the last Friday of the month. Not valid on prior purchases. Non-negotiable.
We are KNBR, the sports leader, your home for Giants baseball.
Willie Adames for the Giants takes strike 1 from the left-hander Springs. A first pitch slider. 0-0, bottom 2. Jung-Hoo Lee is on deck. Jung-Hoo just continues to play so well. The pitch. Adames waves and misses way out in front of the changeup. Adames is kind of on the other side of things where he's scuffling. 224 average. His on-base average is 266. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses through a high fastball. So there have been a lot of at-bats like that lately. Springs gets his first strikeout, 1 out, and Up comes the exact opposite, Jung-Hoo Lee. The leaderboard update sponsored by Bank of America, proud sponsor of the Junior Giants, helping inspire tomorrow's leaders on and off the field. And it's not just, look, it's not just the batting average for Jung-Hoo, although he's hitting .333. Pitches high here to him. It's the whole game, the base running, the defense, all of it. He's hitting for some power. Second highest batting average in the National League, Jung-Hoo Lee. Third most hits. He takes this one, clips the outside corner, a slider, 1-1. So he pops up on the leaderboard for batting average and for hits. Otto Lopez leads the league in hits. Arise is second. Lee is third. Arise is fourth in batting average. Casey Schmidt is 10th in batting average. Here's a swing and a miss. A high fastball. And Lee looked upset at himself with that swing. He helped Springs out. He chased up a little bit. He's hitting .408 in June. He's hitting .462 since the last week of May. Now a foul off to the left. Another high fastball that was probably not a strike. Lee is not, the one thing he's not doing, he's not really taking a lot of walks, but I mean, teams are still challenging him, even though he is showing more power. He's got 5 home runs. He's got 19 doubles and 2 triples. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. Slider, 2-2. But teams still just aren't nibbling with Lee, so I think the no walks thing is not as big of an issue with him. He just keeps on hitting. Here he swings and misses, strike 3. Slider, and he did chase that time. Back-to-back strikeouts for Springs, 2 down. And up comes Victor Barracoto. After just an incredible night last night for Victor. 2 hits, great defensive play, big-time throw early in the game, and the walk-off home run. He takes this one for a strike. Wow, that was a very generous call. Again, Paul Clemens, the outside corner is huge, and the Giants are not challenging these pitches. That's 3 of them already off the plate outside, called strikes, not challenged. Here's a swing and a miss. Barracoto way out in front of a changeup. It's 0-2. His second big league home run was a 445-foot walk-off. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside. Another changeup. This time he didn't swing. 1-2. It was well off the outside. Giants nothing, A's nothing here in the bottom of the second. The windup and the pitch. A little dribbler on the ground towards second, coming in to scoop it up McNeil. He throws out Barracoto, and Springs retires the Giants in order. So Springs.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
comedy is not your thing, but I do know that Rock Auto has what I need to fix it.
With parts shipped right to your door. No kidding.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto. Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Our Ask the Announcer question is sponsored by Kaiser Permanente, a better idea for health care. As Roop goes to work here in the third, Jeff McNeil takes ball one. Jeff McNeil playing second base. Zach Geloff was hurt early in game one of this series, and how the question is Zach Geloff okay? It looked awful. Here's a foul back out of play. He didn't sustain any terrible long-term damage, but today the A's did put Zach Geloff on the injured list, and Leko Williams, who is in the on-deck circle, was brought up. Now a ball that hit him. McNeil, Giants are asking for a minute to appeal, but McNeil was sprinting down to first. Giants still looking from the video room for word. Tony Vitello's got the hand up and still waiting. And they won't challenge. I guess it did just clip his elbow guard. It didn't even hit him. It just barely grazed the edge of his elbow guard. So that's a leadoff base runner for the A's with Williams, right-handed hitter, in the batter's box. He crowds the plate. First pitch is a strike. Sinker, 0-1. Well, we hope Zach Geloff is okay. He's a good young player. He's having a great year. He's on a long hitting streak, and it just was hard to watch when his hand got stepped on by Chapman's cleat. Here's a curve. Call the ball. Real close. I guess a little bit low. Barely. 1-1. McNeil being held on by Eldridge. The pitch. Down and away with a curveball. 2-1. Bottom part of the order, Roop, for some reason, the ninth place hitter often gives him a lot of trouble. There goes McNeil. Big jump, and the pitch is hit foul. Roop's going to have to pay a little more attention to McNeil over there because he just got a running start and was halfway to second as the pitch was being released. Man, that's just a freebie if you're allowing that kind of jump. Susak wouldn't even make a throw. But the ball was foul, so it's 2-2. And McNeil is back at first. Roop pitches. Swing and a miss, strike three. Good curveball there to get the strikeout. Third strikeout, first time through the order. Now back to the leadoff hitter, Bolte. He's a tough guy to double up. Roop gets a lot of ground balls, but hard to turn a double play with this guy. Very fast. First pitch, outside, ball one. Bolte was born right here in San Francisco. There's a ball hit foul. He went to Palo Alto High School, the alma mater of Jock Peterson, among other athletes over the years. He was going to go to Texas to play college baseball, but the A's drafted him in the second round in 2022 out of high school, out of Pali High, and signed with the A's, and he's here in the big leagues now. 1-1 pitch. Hit hard and into left field. Base hit between Chapman and Adames. Kind of a hanging breaking ball that time. Not quite as much bite, and Bolte pulled it into left. So now for the A's, the ideal scenario where they get two on base for their big bopper, Nick Kurtz. Kurtz, 36 home runs last year in his Rookie of the Year campaign. He's got 19 home runs already this year. The pitch. A little bit low with the changeup, ball one. A's are playing their 81st game of the year here today. So after today, the exact halfway point. Group misses very high, 2-0. Giants are playing their 80th game. So for the Giants, it'll be after tomorrow night's game. We'll be at the halfway point. Kurtz takes a strike. Really high strike given there, and he didn't challenge. This is, I can't remember a game with this ABS. So many of these strike zones from umpires are small. This is one that's a lot bigger, and nobody's challenging. 2-1 pitch to Kurtz. He takes a high strike again. Same thing. He doesn't challenge again. 2-2. I mean, Roop has not, by the ABS box, has not thrown a strike yet. But the count is 2-2. It's like old-timey baseball. 2 on, 1 out. Scoreless game. The pitch is low. A change up. Full count, 3-2. So Kurtz has worked the count full both at bats. You got Langoliers on deck. Roop holding. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with the high sinker. Kurtz's helmet flew off again. 2 down. That's a big, big second out to get through him. And I think for Roop, he located that pitch absolutely perfectly. Exactly where the umpire had been calling it a strike. Why not go up there again? So 2 on, 2 out. Here's the set and the pitch. It is low, ball 1. We're coming to you live from the Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino broadcast booth. Still a little overcast, just as sort of the wispy remains of the marine layer. Wind has picked up a little bit as the overcast has started to burn off. See some patches of blue sky up above. Now a swing and a miss. 1-1. That was the cutter from Roop. Massive container ship out in San Francisco Bay, directly in our view. I mean, it is loaded down, kind of looming off on the horizon. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Lots of watercraft out in McCovey Cove. It's a San Francisco kind of day. Giants, who've won 2 in a row against the A's. In a scoreless game, top 3, 2 on, 2 out. A 1-ball, 2-strike count from Roop to Langoliers. This will be the 53rd pitch for Roop. Coming up, here it is. Langoliers strikes out swinging. Got him with the high fastball. He ends up striking out 3 in the inning with a hit batter and a base hit.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, "Neil, where you going?" He said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's bat.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Tommy gets on this one, drives it to center. This one's on its way, and there it goes. Tommy Troy way up on the batter's eye. That's his 3rd, and it's 3-2. Well, you said it, Gonzo. He got a fastball, and he hit it 444 feet.
Look at that pitch. 98 right down the middle. 110 off the bat. Tommy sits on that fastball and hits it out to dead center field.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Creamy avocado ranch sauce. You can't get just one. The
previous statement was not marketing hyperbole. You literally can't get just one. The new Chicken Ranch Street Chalupas are, in fact, in order of 2 Street Chalupas at participating Taco Bell U.S. locations for limited time while supplies last.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
8-9-1 for the Giants. Here in the last of the third, no score. Giants A's. Daniel Susac takes a very low strike. It's just funny. The strike zones for umpires have become so homogenized. They're the same every night, and this one's different. Stands out. Susac takes this changeup off the outside, 1-1. Giants nothing, A's nothing. Jonah Cox on deck, and then it'll be back to the top of the order and Matt Chapman. Giants have one hit, A's have one hit. A's put a lot of pressure on Landon Roop, though. 1-1, swing and a miss. He helped him out. Changeup. He took the one before. This one was even farther out of the strike zone, and he swung at that one. And you wonder if Susac just isn't. He had the back tweak literally after the first pitch of this game. He stayed in, but you wonder if he's not feeling great. 1-2. He swings and misses. Changeup again. Strike 3. So for Susac, that just didn't look like his A+ swing. Here's Jonah Cox. Cox, who contributed last night, having a chance to play 2 games in a row. That hasn't happened much for him at all. Had a hit, a sacrifice bunt, tracked down some balls in center field. This one on the inside corner, a fastball, strike 1. 17 games, but just not a ton of at-bats, only 19 at-bats, so he's usually not been a starter. He fouls this one, a fastball right down the middle, but he just fouled a piece of it. It's one thing about Cox, I think he's having a hard time staying sharp without a lot of playing time and staying on time with the fastball. He's hit some breaking pitches, but the bat hasn't looked as quick as it was in Double-A when he was hitting 400 when he got called up. 0-2 pitch is poked into center field, not deep. Bolte coming in, and he'll get there. Makes a catch on the move. Out number 2. 2 down, back to the top of the order for Chapman. Well, you're invited to spend the night and sleep on the field at Oracle Park. Giants slumber party on Friday, July 31st, presented by Mancini Sleep World. Catered meals, family-friendly activities. The Giants-Padres game is going to be televised up on the big video board from San Diego live, and then the post-game movie after that. Here's a check swing by Chapman, and he did not go on appeal. sfgiants.com/slumber party. I can't read that promo, and it's very fun. We used to do it all the time, and my kids would come out. We'd participate. Here's a pitch outside. 2-0. I just can't read that without thinking of Ralph Barbieri. Ralph. There was a day game where the Giants were having the slumber party after the game, and we were doing the post-game wrap from this booth. Here's a strike on the inside, and we watched Ralph and his probably 5-year-old son Tate try to pitch a tent in the wind, and it was a complete and total disaster. And we spent the entire post-game wrap narrating Ralph's travails trying to get a tent set up. Here's a called strike 2, 2-2. If you come to this year's slumber party, I guarantee you'll have an easier time than Ralph did. We miss Ralph. 2-2. To Chapman. 2 down, nobody on. A scoreless game. The pitch. Check swing, foul. He tried to hold up. The ball hit his bat, and then it got Jonah Heim off the deflection. So they're going to give Heim a minute. The umpire will. Got him right on the right knee. It did hit the knee guard, sort of the top of the shin guard covering his knee, but that doesn't mean it doesn't really hurt. Chapman back in the batter's box. The 2-2. Check swing on a changeup down and away. 3-2. Chapman has the only hit. He's the only Giants base runner so far. This guy Springs has really scuffled, but the Giants have only had one base runner first time through the order against him. Here's the 3-2. It is foul. Back to the backstop. It's kind of a hanging breaking ball, and maybe hung so much that it was out of the hitting zone. It was way up. Count stays full, 3-2. Another one on the way from Springs. Chapman fouls this one to the backstop. That was a fastball. Three-two again. That's ball four. He skipped a changeup in the dirt. Chapman is on base for the second straight time. So he's the only guy who has reached base against Springs, but he's done it twice. Up comes Bryce Eldridge. Eldridge has gotten a little out of sync here and a little away from what was making him so successful. He's 2 for his last 23, and he's, for the first time in a long time, he started to chase. He's expanding the strike zone. First pitch, he hits a high drive left field deep. Soderstrom back onto the warning track at the wall, makes a catch. So Eldridge gave that one a good long ride, but he's out, and the Giants don't score. We're going to the fourth.
You know, sitting beside Mike in the clubhouse, he's a huge card guy. Just watching him go through boxes and boxes of cards, I kind of got a little bit of the edge. You rip a pack and you just kind of get what you get and see what you see.
Yeah, so see what we got. Jose Ramirez.
Freddie Peralta.
Look at this one here, Joe. This is...
Oh, yeah, I keep that off to the side right there. Man, you've got a rock, paper, scissors.
Go against him.
1 of 25, Andrew McCutchen. This is absolutely beautiful. That is fantastic.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive. Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
$150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Back here at Oracle Park, I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Dave Fleming heads over to the TV side. It's 0-0 as Tyler Soderstrom stands in, and there's a pitch from Landon Roop, and it's wide. 1 ball and no strikes. 0-0. Swing and a miss on a changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. The A's and Giants in the final game of this season series. Here's the pitch, and it's a little low. Landon Roop has walked 1. He's hit a batter. And he's allowed 1 hit. The 2-1. Line drive, base hit, left field. Moving over is Barracoto. He's got it on the backhand. His throw is coming into second. Schmidt's got it to tag, and they got him! Just a perfect throw by Barracoto. Soderstrom can't believe it. I mean, what a cannon. Barracoto backhanded it and threw 2 hops to Casey Schmidt, who just laid down the glove, and they got him. How about that? Here's the pitch to Jonah Heim, and he takes a strike. Last night, Barracuda threw out a runner at home, and his mile per hour on the throw is 93. As Heim fouls this one out of play. Darren Chan just told me that last throw, the one right here, was 94. Wow. 0-2. The pitch. A bit high. Jonah Heim. He drew a walk in the second inning. The pitch. Swinging a flare to left. Barracuda coming in. He makes the running catch. 2 down. Oh boy. An exciting couple of days for the young man in left, Victor Barracuda. Here's Lawrence Butler. Butler struck out swinging on a high fastball in the second. Here he takes a called strike on a breaking ball. 0-0. Here's the 0-1. Ball back, 0-2. You're aware at the rhythm of this game how quickly Roop gets the ball back and wants to throw it. This particular case, Butler stepped out, so he slowed things down. The pitch, a bit high, 1-2. Top of the fourth inning. Now lots of sunshine here at the ballpark. The 1-2. Fastball in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A little bit of a late arriving crowd. Crowds have been terrific in all 3 of these games. The 2-2 is just swinging a bouncing ball. On the backhand is Eldridge. He flips it to Roop covering, and that'll end the inning. So, with the terrific throw by Barracuda, a nice inning for Landon Roop. Giants are now coming up. It'll be Schmidt, Devers in a dominant.
And that is lined to the gap. Get down. Diving catch. Let's go. All right, here we go. Come on. McCarthy could be inside. Let's go. It will be. He's around third. They got no shot. Inside the post. Home run. Jake McCarthy. That'll get you out of your chair. He might have to wear the jacket like a cape. Yes. The most exciting play in baseball. You can see Jake just flying by.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
So this is MLB Network Talent Stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lawrence Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lawrence Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
Cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Here we are, bottom of the fourth. The first pitch to Casey Schmidt, and he rolls one to third, but it kicks foul. Once he followed the play through by throwing to first, so Schmidt will have to return. It's a 0-0 ball game. Glad you joined us on this Thursday afternoon here at the ballpark. It's beautiful. A lot of pitching, a lot of good defense, not a lot of hitting. Some might say, well, that's old National League baseball. Maybe. There's the 0-1. Schmidt takes wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Devers watching. Schmidt takes high. 2 balls and a strike. Springs has been good. He was good against the Giants when he faced them in Sacramento about a month ago. There's the 2-1. High drive. Down the line. It is foul, but very much home run distance. Schmidt never left the box as he was doing the Carlton Fisk. Well, he had a pretty good idea that it was not going to stay fair. And hooked that right at the end. Here's the 2-2. This one is hit to left, but in the park for Soderstrom, who makes the catch. 1 out. So here's Rafael Devers. Devers had a good at bat. He lined out to left field. Here's the pitch. Devers hits a very high pop-up. Muncy over, but it's going to be about 10 rows back. Right down the left field line, about 30 feet or so past the Giants dugout. So Devers falls behind quickly, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Devers takes the low. Adames is on deck. We're in the Giants' half of the 4th inning. The pitch is low and away. 2 balls and a strike. Devers waits. There's a strike. Fastball right at the knees, and it's 2-2. So now Devers has to fight. And the A's lefty deals. And Devers go around. He did. Tried to check his swing. And Ramon DeJesus, who's at third, said, no, you did not. And it doesn't look like Devers is in too much of a disagreement. There's Willie Adames, who is yet to figure out Jeffrey Springs. Here's the pitch, and it's low. Adames is 0 for 11 with 5 strikeouts. The pitch. Swing, you're going to miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ownage is ownage, and right now, Springs has got it on Adames. And Adames, it's a high, towering fly ball to left. Back at the wall. It is out of here! And the Giants take the lead. It's 1-0. So much for 0 for 11. Adames got a high fastball and hit it to 399 in left center field, and it's 1-0. Home run number 14 for Willie Adames. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee, and Lee hits a high pop-up, shallow left field, and it's going to be Soderstrom who puts it away. Giants are on the board. Willie Adames hits one over the fence in left center field, and it's 1-0 San Francisco on the Liberty Group. Protect your assets, Giants Radio Network.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Just when we think we've seen it all, baseball gives us something new to talk about.
Splits two defenders and makes a great grab.
The kick is good, right through the flying uprights.
Whoa, went down inside his chest protector.
That's not a catch?
Make way for Batman.
People would love this if we did Lady in the Tramp.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove.
He flips the entire glove to first base. Fast and furious and dead on.
Now let's dive into this week's top plays.
Is pulled and a leaping grab by Shoebake.
Carson Bench with a pulchritudinous play.
Moving fast toward big league stardom.
Randy Rosarena! Superman catch! What a leaping grab by Quan.
And those 39-year-old legs are still cooking.
Oh, are you kidding me, Petey? Help it!
Oh, hey now, hey now. What a play by Ryan McMahon. How about that?
I remember the first series I had, the first home run I hit was a grand slam against Seattle, which was the team that I had played for the year before. As we know, Cleveland can get a little cold, so we'll wear the dark blue long sleeves. And for some reason, this jersey, I always liked my jersey a little longer. The reasons for it, for a little padding, so when I would slide, I wouldn't get all patched up and roughed up.
Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Giants with a 1-0 lead. Here's Roop to Max Muncy, and it's a bit inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Willie Adames gives the Giants the lead. And the pitch. And it's a bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Little dribbler, and it does not get past Roop as he spears it before it gets by him, and he flips it over to Eldridge. Muncy is retired. It's very frustrating for a hitter when you're head in the count 2-0, and you just get a little dribbler. What a nice play by Roop, and here's Jeff McNeil. By the way, the 5th inning is sponsored by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. The pitch to McNeil is low. Sip the fruity candy-coated chaos. McNeil was hit on the elbow. Here he takes a call strike. Roop throws pitch number 72, and it's a high foul down the left field line and out of play. The home run tracker is sponsored by Belmont Pioneer. Built on relationships, built to last. Visit BelmontPioneer.com. And the 1-2 is another foul down the left field line in the same spot, out of play. The distance on Willie Adames' home run is 390 feet. The 1-2 to McNeil. Swinging a little flare off the end of the bat, and it's going to fall in front of Cox. So McNeil with a little magic wand-do. He's aboard. As we come to you live from our Chuck Chanzy Golds, the 9th place hitter. The pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Alika Williams playing in place of Jacob Wilson. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot towards the gap. I don't believe anybody's there. No. Barracoda's got it on 1 hop. They're going to send in the runner. Here's the throw home. And they missed him. Susak tried to apply the tag, and sliding, I guess, under the tag was McNeil, but the throw beat him. Adames made a really good throw. And McNeil just avoided the tag by Susak as he tried to swipe him. But anyway, that ties the game. So here's Bolte. And the pitch, and Bolte with a dribbler fouled on the third base line. Looking at the replay, Susak on that swipe tag probably missed him by 3 feet. I mean, that's not on Susak. I mean, he had to go where the throw took him. It was a fastball down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. So the bottom of the order dings Landon Root. The pitch. Inside, it's 2 balls and a strike. On deck is Nick Kurtz. The pitch, swinging a tapper foul. That'll even the count at 2-2. So the A's now with a run on 4 hits. Took the Giants 1 swing of the bat to take the lead, but they don't hang on to that lead for very long. The pitch. Low and away in the dirt. Susak digs it out. It's a full count. Pitch number 82 coming up. Here it is. Line drive. That'll be a base hit. Cox gets to it. They're going to hold the runner as the throw is offline. I mean, the third base coach really, he doesn't know if the throw is going to be offline or not. So there's some message pitching coaches coming out. And Bobby Crosby at the last second threw up the stop sign, and like I said, he has no idea that Jonah Cox's throw is going to be offline, but Williams would have made it easily if he would have kept going. This is the Habas Law mound visit. So Bolte with a nice at bat. And now you got the slugger. And that's Nick Kurtz. And Rupp has had his way with Nick Kurtz, but really doesn't mean anything right now in this at bat. Kurtz has struck out twice. It's Runners at first and third with one out. The pitch. Swinging a foul off his fist. And it's no balls and one strike. That ball went right into the seats down the left field line. So Roop ready. The pitch. Change up down low. One ball and one strike. Williams runs well. He's at third. Molte runs really well. He's at first. Roop now can't come up with a sign from Susak, so he steps off, and they're going to redo it, and now everybody's ready. And the 1-1. Another changeup down low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and one with Nick Kurtz waiting. Here's the pitch. Swinging a possible double play ball. Schmidt's got it. Time to throw on the throw to first, not in time. Schmidt had to go far to his right. I mean, that's the risk you take when you play that second baseman to pull way off the bag at second. And no, this is not a second guess. I mean, that's just the way the Giants played it. But if Schmidt is at normal double play depth, that is an inning-ending double play. So here's Langoliers. The fielder's choice plates a run. It's 2-1 A's. And the pitch to Langoliers is fouled off the backstop. So the Giants and Landon Roop looking for a shutout inning, and they don't get it. 0-2. The pitch. Very high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kurtz thought about going. He's got 7 steals on the year. Two outs, a runner at first. The pitch, very high, 2-2. So Roop's pitch numbers now have crawled up. He's at 90. The pitch, swing and a miss. He got him to end the inning. So the damage is 2. Giants will come up in the bottom of the 5th. A's lead 2-1.
Took a walk and scored in the Royals' 2-run first inning. Oh, right center field. Did he get enough of it? You bet he did. Splash, second deck. Jack Caglione has homered in 3 consecutive games, and that is home run number 6 this month.
Lumberjack going to the hydration station. What a shot. Are you kidding? This was swung on, gone. Man, he got out in front of that. That's an Eric Hosmer special.
All right, guys, here's Jack Caglione against Riley O'Brien. And the first pitch is launched to right field. And Jack Caglione goes into the water again.
As hot as he is now, you can't leave the ball in the middle of the plate. That was launched and beautiful. Look at the arc of that. 426 He already hit the furthest homer earlier in this game, back in the first. Wow.
Full lineup at AlamityCountyFair.com. This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
The A's are now leading 2-1 as we head to the home half of the fifth inning, where Victor Barracoto will lead things off against Jeffrey Springs. And the pitch, and Barracoto takes low and away. 63 pitches for Springs, so he's been really good in that department. Here's the 1-0, swing and a miss. On a changeup, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Susak on deck. And then Jonah Cox. Here's the 1-1. And it's low and away. It was the bottom of the order for the A's that got them the lead. So the Giants see if they can answer back with their bottom of the order. Right now it's 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Foul back. On the pitch up, it's 2-2. The Cameo t-shirt is coming this Sunday. It's the Giants against the Braves. The t-shirt will go to the first 20,000 fans, and it's presented by Cutwater. sfgiants.com/promotions. So come on out to the park this Sunday. 2-2. Barracoto trying to get on base to open up the inning. Here's the pitch. And it's strike 3 call on a fastball, and Barracoto knew it. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Liberty Group. Protect your assets, Giants Radio Network.
When the game is over, hear the postgame wrap with John, Dave, Kruk, and Kite on KNBR and KNBR FM, San Francisco.
I'm Dwayne Kuiper, along with Dave Fleming, as Susak takes a strike. Darren Chan is with us. John Miller on assignment. Mike Kruger over on the TV side. We're happy to have you. A's are leading 2-1. Here's the 0-1 to Susak. Susak takes wide. He struck out in the third, and that strikeout is the 4th time in this series that Daniel Susak has struck out. Here's the 1-1, and it's outside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. I'm going to give you a quick update on our Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Bouncy ball up the middle, but speared by Springs, who turns around and throws to Kurtz for out number 2, and that'll bring up Jonah Cox. Here it's 2-1. The Pirates this afternoon beat the Mariners 5-1. The Rays beat the Royals 13-2. All the other action will be tonight as Cox takes outside. Tigers will host the Astros. Blue Jays will take on the Rangers at home. Red Sox and Yankees will go at it at Fenway Park. Here's the 1-0 to Cox. Outside, 2-0. Nationals will host the Phillies tonight. Mets will do the same with the Cubs. And the Cardinals and D-backs will wrap up that series in St. Louis. That's your Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Toyota, let's go places. Cox with a healthy swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. So the only action going on right now is this one. And we are in the 5th, so we got a ways to go. Two outs, nobody on. And the 2-1. Cox fouls this one into the upper deck to our right. And it's now 2-2. So here we go. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Change up, and that'll end the inning. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 6 total for Springs. We will head to the 6th.
The hit and run is on, and it's going to be an unassisted triple play.
How do you go from a triple play to a two-way star through a bracelet and the babe? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
This story starts way back in the early 20th century.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where are you going? He said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before, both across the country and around the world.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's back.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Biology, real science, real answers, real personalization. Check out Viome.com. Use code RADIO today.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Here at Oracle Park, it's the A's 2, the Giants 1, 6th inning. As Tyler Soderstrom stands in, and Group throws, and there's a fastball at the knees for a called strike. Group now with 92 pitches. He throws, and it's up and into Soderstrom, who bounced out to second and then picked up a base hit to left field, but trying to turn it into a double. Barracoto threw him out. The 1-1 pitch is inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Jonah Heim to follow. Well, Roop is going to run down that clock, and then Soderstrom got tired of waiting, and he called time. So here we go, the 2-1. Swinging a foul on a changeup. 2-2. Check out the Coca-Cola Weekend 4-pack. It includes 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 Coca-Cola beverages. Available Friday, Saturday, or Sunday home games, including this weekend. Soderstrom takes high, 3-2. So you can buy this package at sfgiants.com/weekend. Not a bad idea. Here's the payoff. Swinging a soft line drive on the backhand is Adames. Knocks it down, picks it up, throws, not in time. So Soderstrom is going to come up with a leadoff single off the glove of Adames. And here's Jonah Heim. 6 hits now for the A's. The Giants with just 2. 1 left the park, and that was Willie Adames' home run. Here's Heim, who takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Heim is 0 for 1. Did he go around? He did not on the appeal on a pitch inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Soderstrom with his lead and takes a strike. 1-2. Giants have not had it at bat in this game with a runner in scoring position. Here's the 1-2, swinging a bouncing ball foul first base side. The Athletics, on the other hand, they have had 4 at bats with runners in scoring position, and they're 1 for 4. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball, speared on the backhand. Root's got it to second for 1, throw to first. Double play, and what I mean by a backhand, he threw his glove behind his back and the ball ended up in his glove. As it turned out, it was going to go right to Willie Adames if he hadn't caught it. But it just looks very slick when pitchers can pull that off. I mean, all they're doing is they're just waving at it, hoping it goes in his glove, and it did. So 2 outs, and here's Butler. And Butler takes a strike. For the Giants in the 7th inning, Dave Fleming, check that, for the Giants in the bottom of the 6th. As there's a pitch down low, it'll be Chapman to lead things off. And then, after the 6th inning is complete, then Dave Fleming will take you the rest of the way. The next pitch is wasn't called a strike. It may have been a little bit high. So here's the 2-1 to Butler, and Butler takes outside 3-1. So where are we at now? We're at 106 pitches. The 3-1 is a fastball and a swing and a miss. 3-2. So Root trying to finish strong. You figure this is his last inning. Maybe his last inning. Here's the payoff. Fly ball left field. And moving back is Barracuda to make the catch to end the inning. So with the help of the double play, a nice inning. And now here come the Giants. Top of the order.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one headed for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, did you see that?
I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy.
Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Filet restaurant, so keep your eyes on those foul poles and root for the home team and the chicken all season long.
Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Here's Matt Chapman. And the pitch. And it's a strike. Chapman leading things off for the Giants here in the bottom of the 6th inning. A's are leading 2-1. The pitch. High fouled on the right field line. Out of play. Eldridge on deck. And then Casey Schmidt, the pitch. Bouncing ball to third. To left is Muncy, who gloves it and throws, and they got him. So 5-3 on the putout. And that'll bring up Eldridge. Eldridge bounced out to second and then hit a fly ball to the wall in left field in the 4th. And he takes a fastball high. Eldridge wears the number 8 in the middle of that back. Here's the 1-0. Low. 2 balls and no strikes. This is pitch number 82 from Springs. Here it is. And it's outside. It's 3-0. That's the one thing we've learned now with Bryce Eldridge. He's got a good eye. He'll take his walks. The 3-0 is outside, ball 4. So the Giants with a base runner with 1 out, and here's Schmidt. The A's have a righty and a lefty in the bullpen. So here's Schmidt, and right off the bat he gets a changeup and a big swing and a miss, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Schmidt is flied out to center and he's flied out to left. The pitch, swing and a miss, curveball, no, nothing in 2. So this is Jeffrey Springs right now throwing the kitchen sink at Casey Schmidt. Outfield straight away. And the 0-2. Foul. Down the right field line and out of play. It was a 0-2 fastball. So 1 big blast, and that came off the bat of Willie Adames. Here it's 0-2 and a quick toss, and Eldridge is back. Schmidt waiting on Springs. The pitch. Swinging a line drive. Base hit. Left field. Eldridge moves to second. And the Giants now have runners at first and second. And they will come up with Devers, and this will be the first at bat for the Giants where they've had a runner in scoring position. Marcotte's coming out. And the Giants actually may be happy to see Springs depart. And he is. So Springs is going to depart.
The Seattle Mariners have officially found their groove, riding the wave of an amazing run that started in May and has them sailing in June.
And the Mariners sweep the A's.
The secret to their recent success? Power at the plate and dominance on the mound.
Swung on and missed, got him.
The rotation, led by Emerson Hancock, Brian Wu, and Logan Gilbert, has been absolutely electric, shutting down opposing lineups. And while all-star backstop Cal Raleigh remains sidelined, a surge of offensive power has arrived.
A rainmaker to left field. Julio with a bang.
Julio Rodriguez is on fire and flexing his marquee muscle. Throw a locked-in Randy Arozarena and a red-hot Luke Raley into the mix, and you got a lineup firing on all cylinders. Thanks to the run of victories to kick off the summer, Seattle has cruised to the top of the AL West and has the Pacific Northwest rocking. The American League is officially on notice. The Mariners are a problem.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te...
Ounce blueberries at 2 packs for just $5. Just remember to enter your something extra number at checkout to save. Savings made simple. Only at Raley's in Nob Hill.
So Matt Kruk, the lefty, he's facing Devers with runners at first and second and one out. The pitch is a breaking ball on the inside corner for a called strike. Devers was moving back out of the way, thinking that it was inside. So Kruk is ready. And he throws, and Devers chases the breaking ball and misses. And now it's 0-2. So he hasn't seen anything yet but breaking balls. And you might see another one here. Here's the 0-2. And he gets a breaking ball, and Devers took it. It's wide. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Giants looking for a hit with a runner in scoring position, 1-2. The pitch, swing and a miss. He got him on a breaking ball. He saw 3 of them. And here's Adames. So Adames, who already has the one big hit in this game, has a chance here in the 6th inning to have another one. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball, 1-0. Adames' home run in the 4th inning was his 14th. Here it is, the pitch. Down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. I mean, look, Kruk's got a base open. It's at third. But he does have a place to put Adames if he wants to pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee. We'll see here. It's 2-0. The pitch. And it's down low again. A breaking ball. It's 3-0. I certainly think that Kruk has much more confidence facing a left-handed hitter than a right-handed hitter. 3-0. The pitch. And it's outside, ball 4. So the bases are loaded for Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo Lee, who's been a hot hitter, did not have a hit today. So here we go. Kruk is ready. Bases are loaded. And the pitch. And a breaking ball, and it's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's what he wants to throw, these left-handed hitters. Oh, 0-1. And the pitch. And it's just a little low. And now
the catcher
Jonah Heim is going to challenge. It was a call ball. And now it's a strike.
Athletics have 1 remaining.
And it's now 0-2. So that's a big, big call. Now it really puts Jung-Ho Lee in a spot. 0-2. The pitch. A little pop-up off the end of the bat. Muncy giving chase. It's out of play. So we will reset and do it again. Big spot with the bases loaded. Kruk wants a new baseball. Jung-Ho trying to come through here in the 6th inning. Kruk is at the belt. The pitch. And a swing and a foul to the backstop. There was one of the few fastballs that any of these Giants hitters have seen. And this one rolled right over the A's unders circle. So it's 0-2. The pitch. Swinging a line drive. Right field. Butler dives. He can't get it. And it rolls past him. And the Giants are off and running. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. Into third is Lee. He has cleared the bases. The Giants lead 4-2. Unbelievable. Butler dove. Couldn't catch it. Then he couldn't knock it down. And the Giants are off and moving. And he got a hanging breaking ball. And here comes Kotsay. So Matt Kruk threw all those breaking balls, and he finally threw one that was up to Jung-Ho Lee, and he cleared the bases. I'm going to catch my breath. We're going to take a break. A new pitcher's coming in. The Giants lead 4-2. We'll be back.
If you're struggling with distance vision and now you need reading glasses or bifocals, you need to know about CLR, custom lens replacement from the amazing doctors at Laser Eye Center of Silicon Valley. Hey, it's Greg Papa with Dr. Craig Bindi on why CLR can be a great alternative to LASIK.
Because the older we get, we start experiencing the dysfunction of our natural lens, affecting both distance vision and near vision, meaning the need for reading glasses. Plus, the eventual development of cataracts. LASIK won't solve the problems of reading glasses or cataract. After tens of thousands of vision correction procedures, we have the experience to tell you if it's your right time for CLR.
CLR is quick and painless and can be a permanent solution for a lifetime of great vision. No glasses, no contacts, no readers. Plus, after CLR, no cataracts. Schedule your free consult today at lasereyeclr.com, lasereyeclr.com.
Hey Bay Area, Adam Copeland here with your friendly reminder that San Francisco's most incredible national park site might be hiding in plain sight. I'm talking about the Presidio and its 1,500 acres of trails, forests, and beaches. Whether you're bringing family and friends for a celebratory picnic at Presidio tunnel tops or heading to Crissy Field for a beach day with epic views of the bay, it's one park with endless possibilities. So what are you waiting for? Plan your visit at presidio.gov.
Right-hander Justin Sterner is the new pitcher for the Athletics as he's facing Victor Barracoto. Now, Barracoto takes up and in on a breaking ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Eric Haas is on deck. So remember, Susak had the back issue right at the beginning of the game. So the pitch to Barracoto is a swing and a high drive. Center field. It is out of here. He has done it again. Another monster home run to straightaway center field. Well, I don't know if Barracoto is just a two-day hero, but he is making some noise, folks. That's his second in as many days, and both have been tape measure shots. Find a spot for this guy to play. And both of his home runs, by the way, have come against right-handed pitching. It's 6-2. San Francisco, a 5 spot here in the 6th. Here's Haas. And Haas takes down low. A triple to clear the bases, and then a 2-run home run. The pitch. Haas takes down low. Sponsored by Belmont Pioneer, built on relationships, built to last. Visit BelmontPioneer.com. 445 feet on the home run. That's the same number as last night. Haas with a swing and a miss, 2-1. Well, if the question was, could he do it again? Well, he did. My goodness. 2-1 to Haas with 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. On deck is Jonah Cox. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. The Giants very pleased with the bottom of the 6th inning. They score 5 times. They go from trailing 2-1 to now leading 6-2. Dave Fleming will be back. I'll see you on the post-game wrap. It's 6-2 Giants on the Liberty Group. Protect your assets, Giants Radio Network.
What if making more...
So now 2nd and 3rd, and here's Langoliers.
One club to deep center field. Siri moving back. He looks up and watches it fly into the ballpark. 3 straight hits, and it is immediately 3-0 A's. Langoliers, a .354 hitter with nobody out. He shows exactly why. He got a pitch to drive and touches them all for the 19th time this year.
Not a bad start for the green and gold.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
NBR, the sports leader, your home for Giants baseball.
Back with you on the radio side of our Giants baseball broadcast. Dave Fleming here for inning number 7. Wow. Giants are now leading 6-2. Ryan Walker takes over on the mound. Out of the Giants bullpen, his first pitch is fouled back by Max Muncy for strike 1. 5-run score for the Giants, all with 2 outs. Against the A's bullpen, the 0-1 pitch is grounded to third. Chapman gobbles it up and throws all the way across in time to get Muncy. So he's retired, 1 away. Giants 6, A's 2. Jung-Hoo Lee with a bases clearing triple, and then Victor Barracoto with another just monstrous home run. Landon Roop in line to get a win. It's been a while for Landon. The offense finally supporting him. He has got very little run support. Now a swing and a base hit to left field. Jeff McNeil. McNeil has had a nice couple games of spraying hits around. That's his second hit today. Giants haven't gotten him out yet today. One out base runner for the A's with Aliko Williams coming up for the third time. Williams had the big hit, an RBI double in the 5th inning to tie the game, and then scored the go-ahead run. But now the Giants back ahead. Way outside. Walker misses badly with a sinker, ball 1. The pitch. A little bloop behind first, and Eldridge can't catch it. It's going to land fair and then sort of squib over, spin over, and roll into foul ground. Even with Eldridge's reach, he just couldn't get back there and catch it. Just perfectly placed by Williams. A little bloop. Going to second and stopping there, McNeil. But now the top of the order comes up. So for the Giants, Justin Message, the pitching coach, is coming out. You got a right-handed hitter, Bolte, then a lefty, Kurtz, and maybe this is to give a left-hander in the bullpen some time to get loose. So the Habas Law mound visit is now over, and Bolte will stand in the batter's box. Henry Bolte, 2 hits today. A's have 8 hits, but they trail the Giants 6-2. First pitch off the inside with a slider, ball 1. Haas now catching after he came in to hit for Susac, who just isn't right with his back. Something's going on. The pitch. Bolte hits a little dribbler, first base side, fair ball. Eldridge will pick it up and step on the bag. That's all he could do. So the Giants do get the out. And now we'll see if Tony Vitello is going to make the pitching change or not. He's walking up the stairs. And yeah, here he comes. So Bolte retired. You got the big slugger Kurtz coming up. The left-hander in the bullpen, Eric Miller. So Hentges was warming up earlier, but it's Miller now. And it looks like the Giants manager with 2 runners in scoring position. Giants leading by 4. Is going to take the ball from Ryan Walker. He hadn't done it yet. He's just waiting, maybe buying Miller an extra pitch or 2 in the bullpen. Now he points in that direction. And the Giants will make the change. After this half inning, by the way, the 7th inning stretch, sponsored by Supercut.
Hit high and deep, on its way. Towering 3-run home run, Kyle Schwarber in a mammoth way. 29th home run of the season for Schwarber.
Unbelievable. I mean, it's just incredible.
And Jack Caglione goes into the water again. That is his 2nd home run of the game and his 4th of the series.
That was launched. Still going. He ran out of room again.
Add another homer to it. A 2-home run day.
A phenom for St. Louis. A star in the making.
Backing up is Walker, and he is at the track, and he jumps, and he makes the catch. Up against the wall.
Jordan Walker robs Perez of a homer.
Stanek pumped up. Everybody pumped up.
Thomas moving back, still going, leaping. Oh, he caught it! Oh, my goodness, he caught it!
That is ridiculous.
Colby Thomas is one of the best catches I've seen at this ballpark.
feels so good for him. The ability to channel all that emotion and come up with the best performances of his life here in back-to-back games. Pretty amazing. So Eric Miller is out of the bullpen. Eric, last night you heard Tony Vitello, if you were listening to our pregame show. Tony Vitello said the first Eric Miller-like outing in a while, and I agree with that. He just kind of looked like himself. He pitched the top of the ninth inning, including against this guy, Kurtz. He struck out Kurtz in last night's game. 2 on, 2 out here. The pitch is a slider in for a strike. 0-1. Kurtz is 0 for 3 today. He did drive in a run with a fielder's choice his last time up. McNeil the runner at third. Williams the runner at second. 6-2 Giants, 7th inning. The pitch in the dirt with another slider. This is a huge moment in this game. The Giants lead is 4. 1 base hit here from Kurtz, even if it's not one of his signature extra base hits. And the lead is going to be 2. Miller comes set. The 1-1 pitch. Hit foul. He threw that sinker at 97. Foul ball. He's ahead now 1-2. And Giants fans know what a big moment this is. Miller gets the sign he wants from Haas. Holding. The 1-2 pitch. Kurtz takes high. Threw another fastball. This was the 4-seamer. He was trying to get Kurtz to chase, and the guy who is so disciplined in the strike zone just wouldn't do it. That was a pretty good pitch, I think. 2-2. The pitch. Kurtz fouls that one off. A sinker right in on his hands. And he broke his bat. He'll get a new one. Stays 2-2. A 5-run 6th inning. The A's trying to answer here in the 7th. 2 runners in scoring position. The 2-2. Kurtz barely gets a piece and hits it foul. Beautiful slider. That's as good as you could throw it. But Kurtz was able to live to see at least one more pitch. Throws. That is low. He threw the slider again, and Kurtz took it. 3-2. Langoliers is on deck. If you walk Kurtz, then the bases would be loaded, and Langoliers would be the tying run with all his home run power. 3-2. Here's the pitch. That is low. Ball 4. He did walk him. He threw another slider, and Kurtz reaches to load him up. Now Langoliers dangerous against the lefty. A guy who hits left-handers very well. Even guys with great stuff like Eric Miller. One swing of the bat could tie this game. 6-2 Giants, but bases loaded for the A's. First pitch outside. Ball 1. Well, the walks have been a big issue for Miller for a lot of these Giants relievers. Miller's thrown 21 innings. That's now the 19th walk he's issued. A ground ball up the middle, base hit. That's going to score 2. Cox will scoop it up. Kurtz stops at second, and it's a 6-4 game. So the A's are not going quietly today. Langoliers got ahead of the count after the walk and just hit a low liner that skipped on through. Really wasn't a bad pitch. It was a good job by Langoliers. So he's aboard. 2 on, 2 out. And the lead is back down to 2. 6-4. 9th hit for the A's. The pitch. Slider low. Ball 1. The call of the game, sponsored by Ring Central, voice of your business, will make it the home run by Barracoto. Haas is going to use a mound visit here. And maybe to buy some time, the Giants are going to get somebody else up in the bullpen. So maybe buying time, maybe just trying to help Miller settle down. Miller's thrown a lot of good pitches. This is not a case of a guy coming in and being all over the place. Just against two really good hitters, and Kurtz gets some credit for fighting hard to stay alive and then ultimately drawing a walk. Langoliers against a good pitch that was down and away, hitting it back up the middle for a 2-run hit. Tyler Soderstrom, he's got 2 more hits today. He's been hot. The pitch on the ground to short. Adames has it. His throw to first is in time. It was wide, and Eldridge stretched out to take the throw. Man, that was close.
And he drills this ball. Goodbye. Bang to begin this series.
Leadoff home run number 30 in the career of Shohei Ohtani.
Jake Bennett, Rocky Mountain High. He is rolling along.
Career high 9 strikeouts over 6 innings.
8 consecutive hits over 2 innings, and finally touched the dish 3 times to walk it off.
8 shutout innings. 9 strikeouts for Kyle Bradish. One of the best starts of Kyle Bradish's baseball life.
Brandon Woodruff coming back to the mound. 6 innings, 1 hit, 10 strikeouts, no walks. I mean, this was vintage Brandon Woodruff.
It looks like this guy's not scared of anybody. And he pitches like that. It's true.
Special is being built here. This community is growing fast, and the best time to make your move is before everyone else does. Come see the homes, walk the neighborhoods, and find the one that fits your lifestyle. Start your search today at riverislands.com.
This week at Rayleigh's in Nob Hill, members can get 3 1-pound value packs of Harris Ranch 85% lean ground beef for $5.97 a pound. Perfect for grilling burgers or meal prep. Just enter your something extra number at checkout to save. Only at Rayleigh's in Nob Hill.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
New pitcher Jeff Hartlieb out of the A's bullpen, right-hander, and he throws a fastball by Jonah Cox, who swings and misses. Strike 1. Well, for the Giants, a 6-2 lead is now 6-4. You got the top of the order due up next. Just the second appearance this season for Hartlieb. He misses with a slider in the dirt here. 1-1 to Cox. Chapman on deck, and then Eldridge. Cox 0 for 2 is flied out and struck out. He swings and misses here. A fastball running in under his hands. 1-2. Jeff Hartlieb, 4th pitcher of the game for the A's. Cox strikes out swinging on a high slider. So Jonah goes down striking out for the 2nd time. And Matt Chapman will come up. Chapman's had a nice afternoon. On base 2 times, a hit and a walk. He's made a couple really good defensive plays. The pitch. Chapman takes a strike. The K Counter is sponsored by Cars for Kids. Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's Cars for Kids with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction. Now a high strike. Wow, that was a very high strike. No challenge. I think there could have been. That was a ball, but Chapman let it go by. Giants they have both their challenges. A's only have 1 left. 0-2. Here's the pitch. That one's definitely high, taken for a ball. I do think at this point of the game, when you're up, unless it's a real high leverage spot, I would think the strategy might be to not use them on offense. Save your challenges for defense. 1-2 off the outside with a slider. 2-2. Now a ball. Fastball. Chapman took that one. It was down. So Chapman, the longtime A's star, playing against his old team, has worked the count full. 3-2. Eldridge on deck. The pitch. Foul. Back out of play. Group outings are available here at the ballpark. Groups of 15 or more get 20% off tickets plus special perks. Group tickets starting at only $25 per person for upcoming games against the Braves this weekend. So get a group together last minute. Or the Blue Jays coming up. sfgiants.com/groups. 3-2. The pitch. Chapman takes strike 3 called. He's challenging, and I think he should.
Challenging the pitch.
That pitch was up, and Chapman is going to use the challenge. He will win it. Yeah, that's a ball.
Ball's overturned. San Francisco has 2 remaining.
That's a good use of the challenge. It wasn't up by that much. That's a 1-out base runner with Eldridge coming up in a spot where you got the middle of the order hitters lined up. Chapman's got good speed. The lead is 2. It's the bottom of the 7th. 6-4 Giants. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1, and that's going to be challenged by Hine. This one's really close. I mean, if it's a strike, it barely clipped the edge. It is a strike.
Calls overturned. Athletics have 1 remaining.
The A's are starting to use there were so many challengeable pitches early that weren't challenged. Now it's finally starting to happen. So instead of 1-0, it's 0-1 to Eldridge. Price 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He lines this one towards left center field, but Bolte is going to move over and catch it. Wow. That was a hard hit ball. 107 off the bat. He hit it too hard. Keep doing that, and he's going to get out of his little funk. 2 down for Schmidt. That was a good swing, good at bat, just nothing to show for it. Here's Schmidt. Casey 1 for 3. He and Eldridge built the rally when the Giants scored 5 in the 6th to come from behind and take the lead. 6-4 now as Schmidt takes a strike. Slider over the outside. Dylan Smith warming up in the Giants bullpen. So I think we'll see Dylan Smith for the 8th inning. 0-1 is hit high in the air to shallow left. Coming in, Soderstrom fighting the bright sunshine, and he'll catch it. That was not easy, but he made the play. The inning is over. 1 walk, 1 left. On to the 8th we go. 6.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Here comes Hernandez into a slide. He made the catch. That'll bring him to their feet.
Sliding stop by Sanoja. He plucks it. A heck of a play from Javi. Merrill sprinting back, jumps and makes a catch.
Just another huge play. Mason making it look easy.
Showing off the range. Mr. Cali Cool getting it done. Ward is back and he makes a running catch. Coming on, Don. He dives. Did he catch it? Unbelievable defense there by Rafaela.
What a 4-6-3.
3. Nunez to Abrams to Garcia.
And that Dodger defense doing it again. O'Neill lays out and makes a phenomenal catch.
And they got him by the gun. Say done. Say you're gone.
Nicely done by Junior Caminero down there at third base.
Over to second for one. Oh, a beautiful throw from Meyer. In-time double play. Merrill comes in and catches. That was a tough play.
The hardest play a center fielder has to make.
It's a star. Only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Dylan Smith out of the Giants bullpen, fourth pitcher of the game for the Giants, eighth inning. And the lead is just 2. Just an incredible sight. I got to get the phone out and take a quick photo. Here's strike one to Jonah Heim. It's multitasking. The San Francisco Fire Department has brought one of their fire boats into San Francisco Bay and into McCovey Cove, and they're using the water cannon, and it's really cool. Here's a foul, straight back, 0-2. Got to remember to actually broadcast the game, but man, that is no joke, is it? They are pumping the water cannon and putting on a show. There's no other ballpark in the world where you get that. It's kind of cool to have them stop by. Dylan Smith winds, throws. Heim takes in the dirt with a sinker. So you figure if it works out the way Tony Vitello wants it to, Smith here in the 8th and Caleb Killian in the 9th. The pitch low from 0-2 to 2-2. 8th inning is sponsored by Mancini's Sleep World. It's the power of 8. Giants have 8 rings. You need 8 hours of sleep plus a new mattress every 8 years. Save up to 40% off select mattresses at Mancini's Sleep World. Rest easy. Ground ball pulled foul. So it stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is a big hitter here for Dylan Smith. You got Butler and then Muncy coming up next. 2-2 pitch. Heim strikes out swinging. He got him to chase the slider in the dirt. Out number 1. Let's pause here for station identification. This is the Liberty Group Protect Your Assets Giants Radio Network.
This is Giants Baseball. Nothing like it.
There's a long drive to right. It's headed for the bay.
On KNBR and KNBR FM, San Francisco, a Cumulus media station.
Butler from the left side. He hits one foul. A little sweeper from Dylan Smith. Kind of down into the power. That's the one spot where you figure Lawrence Butler can beat you, but he got away with it. 0-1 the count to Butler. 0 for 3. His batting average for the year is down to 189. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball. That's where you got to go after Butler. He does not handle that high fastball particularly well. 0-2. Wind whipping the pant legs of Dylan Smith out on the mound. His 2-strike pitch. Ooh, real close. Fastball just off the inside. Froze Butler, but he missed with it. 1-2. He comes home. Butler hits a fly ball center field. Going back on it, Cox. He will square up, still backpedaling, and he runs into the wall and doesn't catch it. The ball is off the wall. The wind kept pushing that one, and Cox, he got back there and then kind of ran out of room. He thought he was going to have room. Butler ends up at second. And that'll be a double. But Cox maybe a little bit of the inexperience of playing here in that, and I think mostly just the wind. He thought it was coming down, and it just kept carrying and carrying. And finally, he ran into the wall right as he reached up. If he measured that better, here's a swing and a foul by Muncy on a sweeper. then he would have caught that, I think, no problem. Instead, his body slammed into the wall, and he couldn't get the glove all the way up to where the ball hit. The 0-1, way outside. Now, this is the matchup last night. Muncy hit the home run. It was a scoreless tie in the 8th inning, with Smith on the mound and Muncy in the batter's box, and Muncy took him out to deep center field. Made it at that point 1-0 A's. Of course, set up the drama in the 9th inning. Giants lead 6-4 here today. The pitch, swing and a miss. Sweeper again, 1-2. But that's a big runner at second base, Butler. Here's Smith with the 1-2. Muncy strikes out swinging through a beautiful slider. Strike 3. Not today for Muncy against Smith. 2 down. 2 outs, but not through this because McNeil comes up. McNeil, he's kind of like their version. He's not having nearly as good a year, but he's the A's version of Luis Arraez. He's tough to strike out. Puts the ball in play. He's been hit by a pitch and had 2 singles in this game. He scored 2 of their 4 runs. Runner at second, 2 down. The pitch. McNeil hits a pop foul off to the left out of play. Strike 1. But the A's are running out of outs, and so down 2, even if they were to only score Butler, that is a big, big extra run out there. Oh, 0-1. Smith checks second. Now pitches. McNeil takes low. Splitter. He's got that split change. He'll throw that mostly to left-handed hitters. He uses the sweeper slider combo against right-handed hitters. But McNeil took that one and took it without really flinching. The 1-1. McNeil swings and misses. He threw the sweeper there. So not the splitter, the sweeper against the lefty. Almost like it acted like a changeup, though. 1-2. 2 down, runner at second. 6-4 Giants, top 8. The pitch. McNeil takes outside. That one wasn't close. 2-2. Couple of finals from earlier on the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Tampa Bay beat up on the Royals 13-2. Pirates beat the Mariners 5-1. 2-2 pitch is lined into right field, base hit. 1 hop to Lee. Butler coming around. Here comes Jung-Hoo's throw. 1 hop, tag, safe at home plate. And the lead is down to 1. That's what Jeff McNeil's been doing for these last 2 days. His 3rd hit of the game in a 2-strike situation. Great throw by Jung-Hoo. Lee very close at the plate. But the fastball, the problem with that was the fastball was down, but it was right out over the middle of the plate. And McNeil pulled it into right field. So now Williams comes up with 2 outs. The tying run is at first. Low, ball 1. Giants 6, A's 5. This is the 9th place hitter. It guarantees the top of the order is going to come up in the 9th inning. That was going to happen anyway, but now just a 1-run lead. Williams swings and misses. Fastball, 1-1. Matt Gage is getting loose in the pen, and I think just protecting against the possibility that Kurtz comes up in this inning. Here's the 1-1. That one's fouled. Back out of play, 1-2. So the double by Butler on a ball that could have been caught and wasn't caught in center field. And then the 2-out, 2-strike hit by McNeil. Here's Smith with the 1-2. Now he's going to step off. He throws way outside with a sweeper. 2-2. Williams has had 2 hits. Just got called up today. And he's been one of the key hitters. It's been the bottom of the order for the A's. It's been doing it. The 2-2. Foul. Back out of play. Hung that sweeper up. He's making some location mistakes. He's kind of alternating really good pitches with pitches that are missing their spot. Got away with that one. Still 2-2. He throws. A swing and a pop-up. On the infield, who's going to take it? Eldridge is going to climb the mound and make the catch and stumble on the back slope of the mound, but hang on to the ball. There was nobody else to help Bryce Eldridge there, so that turned into a good.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
At Pacific Catch. Dive into 2 fresh new salads, savor our macadamia-crusted sea bass, or go big with chimichurri steak topped with a lobster tail for the ultimate surf and turf. Reserve your table today at PacificCatch.com and taste the summer.
Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Ball 1 to Rafael Devers. Bottom 8. Giants could use an extra run. Their lead is 1, 6-5. The big hitters are looming for the A's in the 9th inning. You got Devers and then Adames. And then Jung-Hoo Lee. Devers hits a foul. Back out of play against Hartlieb, the right-hander. This should be a better matchup for Devers, who has scuffled today. 0 for 3 with a couple strikeouts. Devers hit a huge home run last night. His 12th of the year. 1-1. He hits a pop-up this time behind second with the wind blowing and the sun shining, and it's caught by the shortstop Williams. Basket-style catch. It is not a good time to try to catch a pop-up, but Williams did it. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Devers is 0 for 4 today. Here's Adames. Adames has been a big part of the Giants' offense this afternoon with a homer and a walk. He scored 2 runs. The walk came right before Lee's triple that cleared the bases. Wild swing and miss here. That's been happening so much with Adames. That pitch was a foot in the opposite batter's box. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1. He lines this one to left field. Soderstrom over, and he will make the catch on the run. Wasn't hit all that hard off the bat. Still, though, thought it had a chance to be a hit. 2 down. Caleb Killian is warming up in the Giants bullpen. We're going to see him in the 9th inning. Jung-Hoo Lee. Maybe the biggest hit of the whole game for the Giants was Lee's bases loaded triple back in the 6th inning. Giants scored 5 times in the 6th to take the lead. He takes ball 1, a slider from Hartlieb. It was 6-2 at that point. Now it's 6-5. 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th for the A's. Giants bullpen has not been airtight today. The 1-0 pitch. That's a strike. Cutter right down the middle, 1-1. Now a fastball taken high. Ball 2. Giants have the Atlanta Braves in tomorrow. Start of a 3-game weekend series. Trying to finish off 3 in a row against the A's. Something they haven't done all year, but it's not going to be easy. 2-1 is outside. Ball 3 to Lee. McDonald against Lopez, the matchup tomorrow. 7:15 on the Friday, the first pitch time. Lee pulls it on the ground to first. Kurtz has it. He'll feed to Hartlieb, who gets to the bag ahead of Jung-Hoo. And the Giants go down in order. So on we go to the 9th. The lead is just 1. Killian's coming in. 6-5.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
And on the ground sharply beyond third, and it's going to roll down the left field line toward the corner. Burrell picks it off the cutout. He's going to have a play at second. Millar is out at second base.
What a slide.
He slid short of the bag, and Tomas Perez puts the tag on him. And now they're chatting. What a nice scene.
I want a real good slide.
Visit AlamityCountyFair.com for tickets. Now back to Giants Gloves Poppin' on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
All right, here we go. 9th inning. Giants lead is 6-5, and it's Caleb Killian, who has 5 saves on the year, trying to get the final 3 outs against the top of the order. Big challenge here for Killian. A right-hander against the right-handed hitting Bolte, who hits a little squibber right side. Schmidt over to his left, will field and throw to first. Too late. Bolte got jammed, broke his bat, and he's aboard. So the tying run is on an infield hit on the very first pitch of the 9th inning. And I know you did not think it was going to be easy. It's not going to be easy because now Kurtz comes up. Killian throws. Kurtz takes a ball just a little high. 1-0. 4-seam fastball from Killian at 96 miles an hour. Kurtz has a fielder's choice, RBI, and a walk. But monster power from this guy. Killian pivots, throws over. Bolte dives back safely. Bolte's fast. You got to pay attention to him. I mean, it's a one-run game. You can't lose focus of Kurtz, but a steal would be a huge play. You got Haas, not Susak, behind home plate. 1-0 the count to Kurtz. Curveball in for a strike. Maybe more likely you would run after Kurtz's at bat is over, but that doesn't mean you can't relax out there. You cannot relax. You got to pay attention to him. 1-1. Kurtz takes, and it goes right by Haas to the backstop. Oh my goodness. Well, that might be scored as a wild pitch, but it hit right around the home plate. It wasn't side to side. It was a curveball, but Haas, instead of moving the body, just tried to backhand it, and it went right by him. So it's a wild pitch. The tying run is in scoring position with nobody out. 2-1. The pitch. Fastball for a strike at 97, 2-2. 6-5 Giants, ninth inning, but runner at second, nobody out for the A's, and the middle of their order is up. Killian's 2-2 on the way. Hit foul. He threw the curveball, and he threw a good one. Kurtz hit it foul off to the left. Another 2-2 on the way. Kurtz strikes out swinging. He foul tipped it, and Haas held on. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. A huge first out. And not only do you get him, but he doesn't put the ball in play. So Bolte stays at second. That was, whew, he threw a fastball right down the middle. And he struck him out. One out for Langoliers, who drove in two in the seventh. The pitch. Strike. Fastball. 0-1. Langoliers hit one right back up the middle for a two-run base hit. It took it from 6-2 to 6-4. Then the A's scored a run in the eighth inning to make it 6-5. Now we're in the ninth. Runner at second, one out. Here's the pitch. Low with a fastball, 99 miles an hour. But a ball, 1-1. Langoliers, 19 home runs, 42 batted in. You got Tyler Soderstrom, who's got 2 hits today, on deck. The 1-1. That one misses down and away. A fastball, 2-1. Giants trying to finish off a third straight win against the A's. Not easy to do. Here's the pitch. Langoliers breaks his bat. It's a ground ball to short. Adames has it. He'll throw to first just in time to get Langoliers 2 down. Bolte stays at second. A's are down to their final out. Giants 1 out away from the win. Good pitch from Killian. And that was a good play by Adames, because Langoliers, he's the catcher. Today he's the DH, but he runs well for a catcher. And Adames had to circle around that one. There couldn't be any mistake, otherwise he wasn't going to get him. 2 down. Soderstrom in the batter's box. The pitch outside with a curveball. 1-0. Bolte at second. Ready to go on the crack of the bat. Giants fans trying to help Killian get through this. 6-5 Giants, ninth inning. Here's the 1-0. That one on the outside corner, called a strike. Good pitch. Right on the edge at 97. Soderstrom 2 for 4 with 2 singles. He's been one of the hottest A's hitters. And he's had a good series. Outfield straightaway, infield back. Here's the 1-1. Soderstrom takes low. That was another curve. 2-1. The catcher Heim is on deck. First base is open, which Now that you're behind in the count, you can use that open base. You don't have to give in to this guy, but if you walk Soderstrom, that's the go-ahead run on base. 6-5 ninth inning with 2 outs. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Soderstrom takes high. Fastball up. Now it's 3-1. An infield hit to start it off, then a wild pitch. But Bolte, since then, has stayed at second. Now 2 down. A lot of nervous energy here in the ballpark. 3-1. Soderstrom takes a strike. And he's challenging.
The batter challenged the pitch.
He thought it was low. It was low.
Call's overturned.
Giants are asking, was that a swing? And Haas, I don't blame Haas for asking. I guess Ramon de Jesus must have given an indication that it wasn't. It was close to a swing. Watching the replay, it was kind of in that 50-50 zone. I don't think he did go around. So the walk. Now Haas is going to come out to the mound. Jonah Heim, the hitter. Heim's got power, 6 home runs. Not a ton of at-bats this year. So a Habas Law mound visit as the Giants try to find their way through the 9th inning. Turns around, heads back behind home plate. Bolte, the runner at second. Soderstrom, the runner at first. Almost everybody standing up around Oracle now. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch. Very high ball 1. That was not close. Heim 0 for 3 with a walk, and he will take a walk if you miss like that. He's not going to chase. Butler is on deck. 6-5 Giants, 9th inning. The pitch. Heim, ground ball, and fair past the dive of Chapman into left field. That's going to tie the game. Bolte around to score. Stopping at second is Soderstrom. It's 6-6. Heim just slapped at it, and with Chapman playing off the line, he laid out and couldn't get there. So it's another blown save. It was a fastball right down the middle. And Heim did not try to do big damage. He just kind of slapped at it, and that worked. Now the go-ahead run is in scoring position for Butler, who doubled in the 8th inning and scored the 5th run. The pitch. Butler takes a curve for a strike. Well, the Giants have blown another save. It's just happened way too much this year. This one here today was kind of a slow drip, a slow build. The 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and now 1 here in the 9th. Butler lines one into right field. That's a hit. Coming around third, Soderstrom. Lee's throw home is late. He scores. 7-6 A's. Around to third, Heim. 2 runs across here in the 9th for the A's. It's 3 straight hitters reaching, all with 2 outs. And a curveball that just got too much of the plate. Butler pulled it into right field. And that's sort of the worst case scenario. You give up the lead, okay, but the extra run, now the Giants are in big danger of losing this game. Mason Barnett warming up in the A's bullpen. Matt Gage getting ready in the Giants pen. It was 6-2 going to the 7th inning. Now it's 7-6 A's. Here's the pitch. Butler runs, swing and a miss, and Haas is not going to throw. Well, Butler, that's a good play by him. Why not? Now, if Max Muncy gets a hit, it's probably 9-6, and the Giants' chances are greatly diminished. So this is sort of the game right here for the Giants. They've given up the lead. The pitch. Topper foul, third base side. It's 0-2. Muncy. 0 for 4 today. Giants have the bottom part of the lineup coming up in the 9th inning. 0-2. A little floater hit out into left center, and it's going to fall. And that'll score 2. Heim home, Butler home. Muncy just blooped one into left center field. It's 9-6 A's. A 4-run inning against Killian. And he's going to be knocked out of this game. All of the runs scoring, all of them with 2 outs. Killian could not get the final out. Walk, hit, hit. 4 runs in. And it's 9-6 A's. Giants were so close to their first 3-game sweep of the year, and now.
And he drills this ball. Goodbye. Bang to begin this series.
Leadoff home run number 30 in the career of Shohei Ohtani.
Jake Bennett, Rocky Mountain High. He is rolling along. Career high 9 strikeouts over 6 innings.
8 consecutive hits over 2 innings, and finally touched the dish 3 times to walk it off.
8 shutout innings. 9 strikeouts for Kyle Bradish. One of the best starts of Kyle Bradish's baseball life.
Brandon Woodruff coming back to the mound. 6 innings, 1 hit, 10 strikeouts, no walks. I mean, this was vintage Brandon Woodruff.
It looks like this guy's not scared of anybody, and he pitches like that. It's true.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Matt Gage takes over. The Giants bullpen, a beleaguered bullpen, has given it up again today, and in a big way. They're now down 9-6. They led 6-2 going into the 7th inning. But a 2-run 7th, 1 in the 8th, and 4 here in the 9th against Killian, who's out of the game. Gage for the 32nd time. Gage has really struggled since coming off the injured list. Jeff McNeil, the batter, left on left. Muncy at first with 2 down and 4 runs in. First pitch is high, ball 1. Giants aren't done yet. They have 3 outs of life left on offense. A's bullpen has not been very good. 1-0 pitch, fouled back, and that's where that final hit, I mean, all of them hurt so much, but the final one really hurts. Instead of 7-6, it's 9-6. The pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. Check swing, but ruled a swing. McNeil can't believe it. 1-2 the count. Here it comes. Fouled off by McNeil. Slider down and away. Fought it off foul. There goes the runner from first, and the ball is fouled again. Giants haven't gotten this guy out yet today. Jeff McNeil, 3 for 3 and on base all 4 times. And he's only hitting .238 for the year, but he's had a great game. The guy on deck, the 9th place hitter, Alika Williams, has 2 hits. It's not been the top of the order. It's been the bottom of the lineup that has killed the Giants today. 1-2. Foul right back above us. Still 1-2. Gage, it's almost like Gage, since coming off the injured list, just doesn't quite have the same finish, snap to his pitches. He's having a hard time putting hitters away. A lot of at bats kind of have felt like this. He'll step and throw to first, and Muncy is back. His last 10 games, Gage has given up 9 runs total. I mean, he was really having about as good a year as anybody in the Giants bullpen. Trying to work his way back. 1-2. Down and away with a slider. Not really close. 2-2. Well, this will be the 8th pitch of this at bat. Here it comes. McNeil hits another foul. Well, almost like Gage just said, forget all the nuance. I'm just throwing one right out over the heart of the plate. That's what he did. McNeil spoiled it foul. A 4-run 9th inning for the A's. They lead the Giants 9-6. It was 6-5 just a few hitters ago with 2 down. The pitch, runner goes again. It's taken for a ball and not even a throw. Ten pitch at bat with this next one for McNeil against Gage, who just came in the game. Second steal of the inning for the A's, plus a wild pitch. And that's these tight games late. The Giants are having massive problems as a group, keeping teams from running against them, advancing. Wild pitches have been an issue. 3-2. Is lined to right field. Lee going back, and he'll make the catch on the edge of the warning track. So McNeil retired, but 4 runs for the A's. Giants are now down 3.
23-year-old flamethrower Chase Burns, the 2nd overall pick in 2024.
The pitch blew by you. Strike 3 right over the outside corner. 2 down.
That might be the first time we've seen triple digits from Chase Burns today. Ran that one up there at 100. That's a good time to reach back for a little extra right there to put a guy away. Burns brings it. Swing and a miss. There it was. 99 right on by him. Reagular down on strikes. And the inning comes to a close on Burns' 5th strikeout of the game.
Make it 2. It's a half dozen Ks for Chase Burns.
Breaking ball in the dirt. Davis looked like he had no chance.
That one had a bit of bite to it. Kind of spun that one in the zone to Horowitz for the first batter of this inning hit.
Second, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider. 7 strikeouts for Chase Burns through 5 innings of shutout baseball against the Pirates. It's the Reds 2, Pirates nothing.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Cup in a replay bin and we'll handle the rest.
To bring reusable cups to your venue, visit vytal.org. Vital and Oracle Park. Cheers to a greener game.
Taco Bell's Luxe Boxes. Choose the $5, $7, or $9 box. Now with new Fajita Street Chalupas. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Freezes and specialty drinks not included. Tax extra.
back to Orange and Black Bats Cracking on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Well, Mason Barnett, who's pitching for the 8th time this year for the A's, will come in. The Giants are down. They were hoping not to play the bottom of the 9th, but they're down, and not just by a run. It's 9-6. Barracoto takes a strike. Fastball in there. It's 0-1. Barracoto, who has had another amazing day with a 2-run homer that hasn't been enough because of the struggles of the Giants bullpen. Now a fastball, and that one called a strike. It's 0-2. Barnett. 2 straight fastballs ahead of Barracoto 0-2. Giants need base runners. Barracoto, I mean, another home run, they take it, but they really just need to start a rally here. Try to put some pressure against the A's, whose own bullpen issues have been extreme. 0-2. Off the outside. Giants bullpen ERA coming into today in the month of June, 5.74. And only the 4th worst bullpen ERA in baseball in June. Barracoto strikes out swinging on a slider. 1 out. And Eric Haas comes up. Drew Gilbert comes out on deck. He's going to pinch hit for Jonah Cox. And again, the Giants need base runners. They got the power at the top of the order coming up if you can get anything going here. Haas takes a slider inside, ball 1. So these 2 hitters key for the Giants just to have a shot with Chapman and Eldridge and Schmidt. There's a fastball for a strike. 1-1. Now a ball outside. Here's a pitch very high. 3-1. Well, over on the 8th side, you know they're thinking this has to be a strike. It's 9-6, 1 out, bottom 9. You got the 8th place hitter, the catcher, up. 3-1 is a foul tip. Man, it was ball 4. It was up, and Haas started to swing, and the ball hit his bat. That's woo. You need base runners. That pitch was a half a foot up out of the strike zone. 3-2. But it's coming in at 95. Not easy. 3-2 pitch. Foul back. That was 97. (3-2). Haas hits pop-up. First base side, fighting the sun, Kurtz. And McNeil over, right behind him. Kurtz makes the catch. 2 down. Gilbert will hit, trying to keep the game alive. It is just not easy. You're going against a guy who's got some high-octane stuff, but ball 4 turned into a foul ball, and instead of a base runner and maybe a little life for the Giants, now 2 down, bases empty for Gilbert. The pitch. Gilbert takes a strike. Chapman on deck. If Gilbert and Chapman both could reach, then you get Eldridge up there with a chance to tie the game with 1 swing. 0-1. Gilbert hits a little line drive into left, coming over Soderstrom. He'll catch it, and that ends the game. Very disappointing for the Giants, who were an out away from a win and a series sweep. and yet they just couldn't do it. And the Giants bullpen ends up giving up 7 runs from the 7th inning on. The A's get the win by the final score of 9-6. 9 runs, 15 hits, no errors for the A's. 6 runs, 5 hits. Only 5 hits today for the Giants. No errors for the Giants. The winning pitcher will end up being Jeff Hartlieb. He gets his first win. He's 1-0. Mason Barnett is going to get a save, his second. The losing pitcher, Caleb Killian, he gave up 4 in the 9th inning. All of those runs scored with 2 outs. Giants were 1 out away from a win, and they just could not hang on. Time of the game, 2 hours in.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie